Thank you for coming to CBBB. Today's we're having the classic diner, which today on the menu, because a little of everything is on the menu. Today on the menu is going to be nostalgic toys and what toys we grew up with and how they have evolved over time. And I was going to show you guys the intro. And then we'll go right into the trailer. And I'll introduce you to the fun panel tonight that's going to talk about different genres of the world, different places, different age groups, different opinions. So it's going to be great. We're going to have fun. And we are talking about toys. So go get your favorite childhood snack and bring your inner child. And that's a go. Hey, everyone. What's up, panel?
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Happy Saturday, everybody.
Jan.
I'm here, Cole.
Howdy from Atlanta, Georgia.
I think we're missing TD, but I think she'll join us shortly. So we're going to go ahead and move forward. So I'm going to go ahead and play the trailer for tonight's podcast for Nostalgic Toys. And then, there we go. Ta-da! How'd you guys like that trailer?
I loved it.
Great.
That was awesome.
It was cute. Okay, well, I know some people get annoyed by trailers. I thought it was cute. So I
It was great.
found all of the toys I could find, like to stimulate our minds.
A lot of it was familiar. Like
Yeah,
I had
right?
one or something, you know?
Or your kids had one, or your parents had one, or you seen one, or your friends had. I don't know. I remember those toys, so I put them on there. All right. So the first question, are you guys ready? And I think I went through the comments to keep up on the comments. I don't want to get behind on the comments because I know we had an issue last week. I was a little behind on the comments. So So Dan, the breaking news man, said, hey, everybody. We have Savage Pals in the house. We have Colt, We have Tracy. We have PDFLs. Yay. So we've got quite a few people in the chat, and I'm going to try to keep up with the chat so we don't get behind. Yay. Slinging wrenches. All right. So the first question for tonight that I would like to ask this amazing, beautiful panel that I have in front of me is, what was your favorite toy growing up, and why did it hold a special place in your heart? Who wants to go first? Anyone?
Not it.
Okay, I make a chance big. That's it.
Well, when you ask what's my favorite nostalgic toy, it's got to be plural, because I loved these toys that changed everything.
All right,
I'm talking about the Kenner Star Wars toys, the whole toy line of Kenner. Before they had the Star Wars toys, which hit in March of 1978, months after the release of Star Wars in June of 77, it was released in limited release on May 25th, 77. They had the $6 Million Man and Bionic Woman action figures, and those were all the rage too. But these sold like hotcakes, and this is a pretty rare set in the box. That's
amazing.
PlayStation, and it featured a creature that you only saw part of in the movie, in the garbage compactor Star Wars. There they are in the garbage compactor in the very bottom of this photo.
Yeah,
the little monster. Remember the creature that took Luke Skywalker? All you saw was a little eye. Well, that's a Denoga. That's the name of that creature. And in this set, they actually had a toy. You saw the full. You saw the full body of that thing, and it looked like it was like a python. The way it looked like a giant snake. The way
I thought it was like an octopus.
Yeah, well, you saw that eye exactly, and so there's the eye. And
I always thought it was an octopus of some sort.
Here, I'll take it out of the bag. So, holy cow! There it is.
Hi, Bookworm.
I just love this. I love this whole set, and it was a very expensive set. I think it was between $50 and $75 back in 1978. So this was something that you really were lucky to get. Now, my other one in the Star Wars line that was big like that. Look, here's some that are still sealed that I have. My mom bought a bunch and didn't tell me, and gave them to me years later when I was, a late teen, and said, hang on to these, and I did. And so these are all carded. Let me show you some others. But here's the big toy. That's just one of them. I got a bunch at my parents' house and in storage that are also sealed. But here is, let me get it going.
Oh, gosh.
The Millennium Falcon.
Yes.
And it's complete. But inside, I have a lot of my loose Kenner action figures. Let me do this. I should have done this before the show.
Let me try to do this. There we go. Now,
oh, there's a Batman card. Okay, so here is the Falcon. And I played with this in the swimming pool. This was heavily played with. Created a lot of fun memories. And you got the little gun on the top. But look, the back opens up. And inside, I have a lot of my loose action figures. There's Bosk. No, that's not Bosk. This is Bosk, one of the bounty hunters from The Empire Strikes Back.
That's cool.
There's Lando Calrissian. I mean, I could go. We can get back to me later. It would take too much time. There's Hoth Luke Skywalker with a backpack accessory. Here's Han Solo, Empire Strikes Back Han Solo. But here's something really cool. There's Han Solo frozen in carbonite.
I remember that.
That's from the Boba Fett toy, which has been renamed. The original, the ship was called Slave One, and to be politically correct, now they've renamed it. Disney decided to no longer refer to that ship as Slave One, and so they've erased. They've canceled it. Yeah, but that was from the Boba Fett ship in the back.
I remember that where they froze him.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, it's iconic. And also in here,
I remember that toy because I remember stepping on that toy.
There's a smuggling compartment like Han Solo had in the movie where they smuggled themselves on the Death Star. I think this is the one. This is C-3PO, but I have a special C-3PO. This is it. He comes apart when he gets blasted in The Empire Strikes Back. Look, and they come all of his appendages come off and they reassemble. Isn't that
Does he
cool?
have a silver leg?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to ask. Does he really have a silver leg? And is it
There goes his
before or
leg.
after he gets put through, like, remember when he went to, like, get parts and pieces and they put parts and pieces? Did he have a silver leg before or after? Like,
No, he never
Not
had.
in my reality.
He never had a silver leg.
Well, how come they have all those pictures in the Mandela effect saying he had a silver leg?
That's BS. Now there was a silver C-3PO, but it wasn't a C-3PO. It was a C-3PO unit, a protocol droid. But that was a different one. He never had a silver leg.
Well, I was thinking, remember when he went and got taken to the parts place and they had to get parts? I
Yeah.
was wondering if he got a silver leg or a silver part.
And it was like just for one little tiny piece of the movie scene.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
everybody's like, oh no, it was that way all the way. And, you know,
leg.
I know that's just
Maybe
crazy.
you're right. I've never heard that. And I'm pretty well versed in Star Wars pop culture history, but I mean, maybe so. Now, this is IG-88, and look at the back. There's you probably can't see it. I had a neighbor named Larry who stole a lot of my Kenner action figures out of my garage, and his defense was, "Oh no, mine have a little black mark on the bottom of the feet." And he was lying. And poor Larry, he died a couple years ago. I went to his funeral, but
and then you stood there and said, "You stole my Star Wars, man."
Yeah. So I and look, he did that with this one too. I got him back, but
I was going to say, did you just go rob his garage when he was dead? What happened?
I got him when we were kids. I confronted him and I said, "Man, look, we're close friends. We hang out. You know these are mine." And I forget how I tripped him up, but I did. And he stole my Star Wars cards too, and he had to return those as well. There's Luke from The Empire Strikes Back, and I mean, I could go on and on with these. And I have some other toys for maybe later in the show after someone else gives their choices.
No, keep showing. Keep showing.
Well, all right, they're pretty cool. Let me see. Here's Princess Leia from Empire, and I have all the weapons too. I have all their guns, and these are just some. I have all of them in like an actual display case. There's a display case that's Darth Vader's head, and one that's C-3PO's head that they made. Kenner Toys did. I mean,
I remember those.
There's a little Ognot from Lando's Cloud City, Bespin, that was toying around with C-3PO's severed head, passing it around when Chewbacca was trying to put him back together and get all the parts. Those little pig-like creatures.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's just a ton of figures in here. Yeah, and I like this guy. There's a Lobot. They kind of copied him in the Flash Gordon movie. I don't know which came first.
Right.
They were both filmed in '79, but there was a dude. There were actually a bunch of dudes that had this kind of gizmo over their eyes. And remember at the end, Prince Baron grabs one off of one of their eyes and goes, "Ugh, ugh, ugh," and they all die. They're all linked together, and they all they don't die, but they are all deactivated. But that's Lobot. I thought that was an interesting character. Here's a rebel dirt bag. Not a rebel, an Imperial dirt bag. Imperial officer. I really like these guys. I love the stormtroopers inside the TIE fighters.
Right.
In their TIE fighter gear. Those are cool. So there's more in there, but
do you have the Boba Fett that shot the rocket?
None of them did. That was a prototype. My brother-in-law works in the official toy grading company. He told me the story. There are a couple that do exist, and it's from the designers that had them. And what you're thinking of, there was a Battlestar Galactica toy where there was a Cylon Raider ship that fired rockets, and it went into a kid's mouth, and he choked, and he died. So they had to redesign them and put all these warning labels on the packaging, and that was Mattel Toys that put out the Battlestar Galactica line.
That wasn't me thinking. I was reading a comment. I already knew all that stuff you just said because I hang out with the what's his name, the junk man, every once in a while.
Hey, Chance, I have a question.
Batman 66 card in that box. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I want to show you two images that I just pulled off of Google.
Okay.
And tell me, like, this is so I don't know. Like, are you ready?
There's a lot of BS on the internet. I love to kill. Okay, that's the end of The Empire Strikes Back. Yeah.
Look at his leg.
Lower,
Yeah, the lower part of the right one.
You know what? That's photoshopped. That's not real. You know, nah, that's BS. I'm telling you, I can show you that same picture from a Topps card. That's been altered. That's
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying is like, why?
Well,
I don't know who's
Lucas
doing that.
went back. George Lucas went back and redid and redid and redid and redid. Maybe he redid that Silver
Maybe he
Lake.
redid that. So later on the
Good
ones
point.
that you watch nowadays, maybe it's silver to play mind tricks on us.
Or
But
to
it
sell more
sure
toys.
wasn't back in 1980 for sure.
It
That's
was
the
not.
brain
that.
bender.
I think it was to sell more toys. That's just me. That's my theory. It was a gimmick. I think that's a great theory, Snarky. I think you're probably right. It could be a special edition thing. I need to go and pull out the laser disc of that.
I mean, they did that whole making Jabba the Hutt walk and whatnot. That was weird.
Jabba the Hutt can't walk.
That was a real scene, Snarky. Did you know that? They filmed that with Harrison Ford and a real actor, a humanoid actor, but Lucas didn't have the money to finish the scene.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Yep. Did you like Star Wars, Snarky?
I mean, you know, I like it, but I haven't seen any of it in so long, like the first ones, which is not the first ones now. You know what they did. You know what they did. And now it was the movie was called Star Wars and now it's called New Hope. So I refuse to learn all that stuff because I'm not that big of a fan. I have loved all the movies I've ever seen, but I don't remember much of any of it. Except Luke drinking that grossy ass milk.
Oh yeah, the milk.
Oh, that blue milk. The blue milk.
You know, and it's funny. I can't fathom people that say I've never seen Star Wars, and I'm like, what? And they will be like in their 30s, and I'm like, how could you not have seen Star Wars?
I mean, how did your parents not make you watch that?
Yeah.
I mean, I got 2 out of 3 Star Trek kids because I was watching Star Trek all the time, and there they sat next to me. I might actually have 3 out of 3, but one of them won't admit it.
Little anecdote about the TIE Fighter sound effect. Ben Burke did the sound effects, but this was from the 20th Century Fox vault. They got the sound effect of, you know, when the TIE Fighter would be maneuvering in space and it'd go. I can't do it. It's like a scream. That's from Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, an Irwin Allen show of a monster, and they used it in Lost in Space too for a giant spider in The Keeper Part 2, a black and white Lost in Space episode, because it was a 20th Century Fox movie, and the Irwin Allen show.
Foley is just it's magic.
Yeah. But I love the sound effects they did create, like the laser guns, and that was just a telephone. A electric pole, and they're just tapping it with like a wrench. I love
like a whack-a-troll with the wrench.
I mean, Ben did a great job with the sound effects. I love the lightsaber activating. I mean, just great sounds.
Now, what was that toy that you had? I was watching one of your podcasts, or I think I was on the panel, and you had a little gun, and you were trying to light something on fire. That was really cool.
I just needed a laser effect. Well, I got the Star Trek phaser in the background. Maybe that's what you're talking about.
And you were like, I'm trying to cause fire, and it's getting warm. You're trying to burn yourself. You were trying to burn yourself.
That's right. That's so silly. What a ham. Do you want to look at it? I have it right here.
Yes, please. I think that is a really neat toy. And I think Lobo said something about it.
It's a prop.
Is that what you were, Lobo, is that what you were talking about?
It's the phaser.
When was that?
When you were talking about the gun that he had, the little pew, 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 pew.
Oh, yeah, I really like that thing. It actually has the hand phaser embedded into the top of it, if I'm correct. On that.
You're right. It's right there.
Yes,
the one that
Kirk. Okay,
hold on. Let me make you big chance.
Well, in a little while, I'll fire the thing. But there it is. There's the hand phaser. It comes out. And it just looks like an electric shaver.
Awesome.
Kirk would have it on his belt. He had a Velcro belt, right? Kirk had a Velcro belt for the hand phaser and the full phaser. And there's Kirk right here in a 1976 toy, Speak of the Devil, holding a plastic phaser. That's a 1976 toy.
Nice.
Of Captain James T. Kirk.
That's cool.
But this is it. And I'll fire it later on.
Don't light yourself on fire.
Yeah, don't overheat your hand.
Last time you got burned.
I got burned. It got so hot. It gets really hot.
Yeah.
The longer you hang on to it.
Hey, Chance, according to Screen Crush, 3PO had the mismatched leg below the shin all during the original trilogies, all 3 movies.
It's not
That's
in the
what I
Topps
heard.
cards, though. It's not in the Topps cards. It's not in the books. I have the storybooks from
But
1977.
I don't know about the cards and books and stuff like. It just said it was in the original movies, all three of
Yeah.
the first movies.
I don't trust anything on the internet. I trust what I see with
Yeah, I'm
my
gonna
own
have to go
eyes.
back and watch because I never noticed.
I have a film print
I
right in
never
front of
saw
me
it.
of the original Star Wars in scope, and it's before it was A New Hope. It's from
Hi,
the original release.
Tim.
There's no silver leg in that. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, man.
that's the one Star Wars movie I know I've watched at least 10 times.
Yeah.
Okay, Snarky, you're next, boo boo. I'm putting you over there.
What? What am I? What's the
La,
question?
la, la.
What am I doing? I don't got nothing to show.
Snarky.
Okay, you
back-
don't have to show
Back
nothing.
again.
So,
What are we doing?
Snarky, what was your favorite toy growing up, and why
Oh my
did
God.
it hold a special place in your heart?
Oh.
Look, I've been trying to think of this ever since the last time, and you asked, and I was like, my record player, because
I was trying to get you primed for tonight.
you know. So it depends. It's different toys all the way through the timeline because I was growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I remember I love this little plastic horse with wheels on his feet, and his name was Hoodoo because that was Witchy Poo's boyfriend in Puff and stuff.
HR Puff and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I know I stuttered. Anyway, but I remember Hoodoo, you know, and then I had like a baby Tender Love, which was a little girl baby that was like a brand new baby. She didn't have moving stuff. She was a solid body rubber doll. Yeah. I think her head might have turned, but and then when my little sister came around, they put out a little brother Tender Love, and I couldn't have it because it had a little teeny tiny. You know what it had?
Oh.
It had a little, and I was like, but I already got his sister. And then I could have a little boy baby too. And I didn't care that it had, you know, it wasn't about the size. It was that it had it, period. My mom and dad were like, oh, no. Oh, no, we're prudes. You can't. But I know better. They weren't prudes.
I just woke up.
Hi,
Congratulations.
Sarah.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
Sarah. And I'd like to say welcome, Tim. Thanks for joining us today, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Triple B. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, buddy.
Hi, Chance. Hi, Snarky.
Hello. How you doing?
Hello.
Hi, Jim. Hi,
neglecting the
Lobo.
chat.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey.
Greetings.
And salutations.
Sorry, I woke up. Like,
But-
just now.
Okay. I'm trying
Always
to
be
keep
thankful that you wake up, Sarah. You should know that one by now.
Disney
Yes.
movies.
Very thankful I woke up. I heard
Ricky's
voices.
Radio has a comment. I'm going to start dropping some comments so we can keep up on the comments, Chance, so we don't get complaints like last time. We didn't keep up on the comments. All right, so there's Ricky's Radio. Disney ruined movies. The TV shows were not bad. Okay.
But like, I mean, I had a drowsy doll. She had
Yeah.
like a pink pajamas with white polka dots, and I had all of her hair was in a just. I picked her up like this. That's how I carried her around. I was very little. I had no respect, but but you know, like she was just bald everywhere except for this little handle coming off the top. And you pull her string, and I don't remember what she said, you know, but it was like, oh, mommy, I'm sleepy and stuff like that, you know, because she was drowsy. She was to go to bed with, you know. And then I had fashion plates.
Oh,
I really wanted them, and I got them. That didn't happen often.
Oh.
I got weird off-brand pinball machines and stuff that weren't machines. They just, you know. Well, we were poor, you know. It was
Yeah.
it was the 70s and 80s. Mom and Daddy got a divorce. Mom was raising us. Daddy was in a rock and roll band. He didn't want to pay no child support.
Oh.
You know. And it wasn't like mandatory they get on you about it, you know. But anyway, my record player, gosh, I love that record player. And I must have had it I must have been like 5 when I got it or something, because I had all these little 45s with like Peter Pan story and alphabet things from the Muppets. Well, what's it called? Sesame Street. You know,
Mhm.
that
Cool.
Harry
Cool stuff.
hippopotamus was hopping down the hill, and there he met a. Anyway, that's all I could remember. But anyway, it's like if you believe in fairies, then clap your hands. Peter Pan, because that's how you bring Tinkerbell back to life.
Cool.
Right?
I bet the kids don't know that trick.
Well, what if they saw Hook?
But,
Okay, so we have
but is that not a 20, 30-year-old movie at this point?
I'm
I don't
not
know.
sure.
We live
It's
in the
just awesome.
future. I get real confused
there's
about how long ago.
TD's in the house.
Oh, hi, TD.
Hey, so Jeff in the chat says, I was so excited for the first Star Trek movie to come out, but damn, Star Wars blew Star Trek away.
Well, yeah.
Well, the slow motion picture was just that slow motion. It was terrible.
Was not terrible. It just was what it was.
Yes, very slow.
And it was
terrible.
all we had at the time. I think maybe the whole world got spoiled having so many everythings. It was all we had.
What I didn't like was they used the theme to the motion picture in The Next Generation 7 years later, and I thought they should come up with their own theme.
Well,
They took that dun 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 dun.
I happen
That's
to
from
like
the motion
that. That was
picture.
the only good thing from the motion picture, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, Jerry Goldsmith's music.
Oh, yeah.
What you drinking, Chance?
Oh, just a Pepsi. Don't shoot. I'm in Coke country too, Atlanta, Georgia. I should be shot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's okay. You're propping up the Carolinas, Chance.
RC Cola country.
I live in Mountain Dew country.
Where's
Yeah,
that?
Mountain Dew.
Minnesota.
Oh,
I mean, I don't like
heard that,
Mountain Dew,
Jim. Oh.
but yeah.
Sarah, what are we out here
Hi,
Over here, what?
TD.
in California?
We're I don't know.
Matcha.
We're the 10 people, I guess. I'm not sure.
Boba
smart
tea.
water. Smart water, probably.
Smart
No, like,
water.
according to Paris, I would say, what is it? Fuji water. Fuji.
No, we got
I like it.
Fiji is some very nice water.
Evian.
no Big Bear. Isn't Big Bear doing something?
Evian
Big Bear
from
do water.
France. Ooh, that's good
Right?
water.
Yeah, the old joke was, what is Evian spelled backwards? Naive.
Naive.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like that, Chance. That's awesome. That was awesome. Hey, I want to say hi, Sick. I see Six in the chat.
Hey,
We've
Sick
got
in
a
the
lot
house?
of people in the chat. So when you see
yeah, fun.
Hey,
when you
bad
see JIT, this is Jeff. He works with me. So that's Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. That works with Triple B. How are you?
Jeff.
Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody, and thanks for your service if you served in the military.
Woo woo!
And that will be Triple B, Chrissy.
And Tim.
And me.
So thank you for your service.
Great.
Chrissy's more man than I am because I did not serve.
She served in the Navy, and I served in the regular Army.
Ooh.
Hi, Army.
Hi, Navy.
What's up, bro?
I did RGC.
Got your
in high school.
6, Chrissy. Got your
I got
6.
your 6. I got your 6.
The
Wait,
Navy
you guys
gets
are
the gravy,
supposed to
but the
like
Army
give
gets
each
the
other a hard
beans.
time, right?
Head on a
No,
swivel.
I
No.
look at it like this. We all bleed red, white, and blue. Doesn't matter.
Very true.
Yeah,
Very true.
there is a rivalry, but it's not that bad.
No, it's like a
Really.
brotherly kind of
It's
like just
only
giving each other crap.
Army Marines, I
Bad.
think, are the ones that.
It's only bad if you're at a bar. It's really good if you're out in the field.
True. Very good point. Very good point.
Yeah,
Because you have
it's
to, like,
also
argue about
bad
who's tougher.
during the Army-Navy football game.
Yep.
True. True.
Oh, yeah. And anytime you pull into port together and you're all trying to do the same thing, like oh god,
it's
Yeah.
kind of a hassle. Yeah.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
oh no,
Mhm,
like when
lots of
you're
pictures.
doing like you pull into a base and you're doing like training and you're there, and then the army also has people there in another barracks next door, and you're just like,
Right.
it's just
Yeah, we felt the same way. We felt like burning your barrack down to the ground. So yeah,
yeah.
It's a good competition. It's a good.
yep.
It's good.
Yeah,
But in the
we
long
thought of it.
run, when it comes to war, we're all one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we're all one. We all bleed red.
Red, white, and blue.
That's right.
Yep.
Right. Mhm.
So,
You
anyways,
guys just
now on
describe
the-
brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
You,
Yep,
you just
pretty
describe
much.
brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
Exactly.
At home, you beat the daylights out of each other, but when you go out in public, nobody else is going to mess with them. Nobody.
Right.
I
Say
whoop
something
their
about my
ass.
mom the way I can say about my mom. Kind of one of those things.
Yeah. So now when I see Tim, I'm be like, "What's up, Army?
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
What's up, Army?
Apparently, I can't type.
What's
At
up,
all.
Navy?
Hey, yo."
I'm too tall for the Navy. I tried to enlist in the Navy, and 6'8" is too tall for the bunks.
Oh,
For
you
real?
have to.
You're
You can't be
6'8"?
more than 6'1". 6'1". Anything past that, you
Wow.
can't fit in the bunks.
No,
Yeah, I
that's
served in
why.
Girl Scouts.
That's why they
guys.
said I couldn't be Navy.
Plus,
I
you would have
served in Girl
hit your
Scouts.
head. You would have hit your head on all kinds of shit. Like all of those
Yeah.
low-hanging pipes and like the
Family show.
Right.
That's what I was about to say.
Wait,
that
are you really
didn't get a chance.
Is he really
Oops.
6'8"? 6'8"?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you really?
6'8".
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really
Holy.
6'8".
Wow.
Yep.
Interesting. Awesome.
I'm one
Yeah,
of the
he's-
tallest UFO people, I guess.
Oh, that's strange. Did y'all have a competition?
He's a Graylian.
Okay, I'm going to move Sarah over. Sarah has a very interesting story about her childhood.
Ooh la
And
la.
I
so
had
we're going
one.
to
Who
move
knew?
forward.
Her
No,
whole
don't
life, for
start,
that
Sarah.
matter.
Yeah, but
Whoa.
so the question is, what was your favorite toy growing up, and why did it hold a special place in your heart?
Okay. Well, as far as you guys know, I've mentioned this everywhere I go. I was my uncle, my mom's brother, who also was left-handed. Chance. He worked for Mattel, and so he worked in the
Lucky.
He-Man line. He worked with Rainbow Bright and all that kind of stuff, right?
Oh.
And Barbies and everything. So I got
Duh.
tons of Barbie stuff that I don't know how well it did in market and stuff. I really don't know, and some of it I don't think ever went to market. I had things that a lot of people didn't have. I didn't take care of it because I didn't understand it, right?
Yeah.
Figures, right?
You just probably thought everybody worked for Mattel.
Well, I didn't understand that he worked for Mattel at all. I mean, I remember going there. I remember playing with the toys and stuff, but I don't remember. Excuse me. I don't remember it being anything meaning anything to me at the time because I was a little kid, right?
Yeah.
So I think by the time I remembered or realized that it was important, Mattel had been bought and they left LA, and then he lost his job and all that. But yeah, we got my brother got all the He-Man stuff for free and all that kind of stuff, right?
Oh wow. Yeah.
And something that really stands out from that is my uncle there. He got my brother a Hordak, and Hordak's one of the people that works with I believe in the She-Ra line, right? I think that's Hordak's from She-Ra. I'm not really sure now. It's been a while so much He-Man, although I did get the trivia question right, didn't I, Chance?
You got it right.
But anyways, but yeah. So I was playing with my brother's Hordak, right? And I was like 5 now. And I accidentally broke the leg off it. Oops. Anyway, so it was the first time I ever, broke my brother's toy, let alone did it right in front of my dad and him, right? But I was
Wait,
like
on
really
purpose or
mad.
accident?
It was an accident. I was just
Okay.
you know how you have to have the joints, right? You grab the legs of the toys and you can make the walk in your hands to go back and forth. It just fell off.
Right. I had several quadriplegic Barbies. A lot of them. Yeah.
My sister used to burn the hair off of mine, so they were all bald.
I accidentally did too. I put a curling iron for too long while Alf was on, the duration of Alf.
I never did that to my poor Barbies. But so I was playing with his Hordak and his leg fell off. And I was upset about that because I didn't mean that to happen at all. I was just playing, do back and forth thing, right? And no big deal, except for the leg fell off and it was brand new for him, right? Oops. So that day I had promised him that I'll buy you no Hordak, I promise. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I can do that. And my dad was like, yeah, I can do that. Well, anyway, so a few years ago, I found it, and it was brand new. I can't tell you if it was second generation or not, but it was full. Everything's there. The same exact one I broke, and I bought it. It was like $98, and I sent it to
Oh
my
my
brother.
gosh.
So the first thing,
That's really nice.
so the first promise I ever made to him that I'd fix that toy or give him a new one, and I did it years later. And so you can't ever say I don't keep my word.
Did he remember? Did he remember that?
Oh yeah, he remembers.
Yeah.
Everybody brings that up.
It was traumatic, right? Right.
Yeah.
Like the one time.
Yeah. So the one time I bought him the Hordak, and he got all the pieces back too, and not just to mention the leg.
Oh, that's so like nostalgic too. Like when you see something that was yours, like back in like it's just such a memory, kind of like
exactly.
Yeah.
So
memory
when
burst.
I saw it online on sale, right? I had it was like 12 in the morning because of course I was up, right? And I saw it,
Right.
and I woke my mom up, and she's like, "What is it? So dang important that you woke me up." I was like, "Mom, guess what I found? Hordak, the whole thing, the exact one. She goes, how much is it?" And I was like, "Well, I need like $98. I use all the coupons and discounts and everything." She's like, "I've sent it to you now. Go get it." I'm like, "Okay."
How old is he now? He's
well, he's 3 years older than I am, so I don't know.
okay.
It's math.
So it's really like I don't know how many like dollars per year that you spend. You know, like you made it up. You made it up for sure.
Oh yeah.
Look at what Montero said.
What?
Look at what Montero said. Instead of being on the panel,
BBB family is supporting you from the casino slot machine. Oh, at least he's honest. He's not like a mass.
So he's at a casino watching BBB. All of us on the panel.
Hey,
I wonder if he's winning.
I don't know.
Really.
Go Montero, go.
Win big, and then you can fly us all out to Vegas, and we could have a big old party.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story that I did to him on his 50th birthday. I literally
He's not 50. I don't.
Oh, he's more than 50. This was a couple years ago. Okay, so I sent him a DoorDash to his hotel in Vegas because I couldn't go. And I paid the guy through a tip to sing him happy birthday when he went down to get his
like a
food
little like
in the valet. And so Montero's out there and I'm like, "What are you wearing?" And he's like, "Why are you asking me that?" I'm like, "Just stay there. What are you wearing?" And so when the DoorDash showed up and the guy got out of the car to bring him the Chinese food, he's all, "Happy birthday." And everybody that was outside the casino in the valet, he was so embarrassed.
Hey, that's a good business idea. Like a singing like that delivers food.
Oh my God. It was so funny, especially in Vegas.
Oh, definitely.
I couldn't go. So I was like,
and anything goes. Nothing's weird, you know?
Yeah. So he was like on the phone with me when the guy showed up and he was like, "Oh my God, what is going on right now?" And I'm like, "Happy birthday, bro."
That's a good friend right there. That's really awesome. And except you have to expect something back sometime. Like now
I couldn't be there.
But the ball's in now his court, so like he's gonna get you back somehow.
Oh, but he's not that creative.
True. Although he can talk to us, but and scheme.
Oh, hey, no, hold up.
I didn't think Mrs. Beasley was a real product that you could buy in a store. I thought it was only on the show.
No,
and then years later, I saw one in a store.
Tracy said, "Yeah, Miss Beasley doll."
Oh,
I didn't know it was a real dang doll.
I don't even know.
Hi, Danny. Thanks, Danny, for coming. And we've got Norwood.
We need to know, Montero. Are you winning big or what? You gotta let us know. Don't leave us hanging. We need to know.
He probably dropped in just to drop a comment and then dropped out. So when he watches the replay, yeah, and then when he's watching the replay, he'll be like, "Oh man, they were talking about me."
Well, he must be winning because he wouldn't tell us he was there if he wasn't winning. I bet. I have a feeling.
Well, I just feel grateful that he dropped in while he was at the casino to say hi.
We miss you. We miss you though.
He's funny. And Jeff says,
I want to say hi to my brother down there, my twin yin yang brother, my yin yang twin brother, 43, who is also known by several other names, but down there he's the stupid human.
Oh, hi, stupid human. Hi, brother.
That's my brother.
What up, bro?
But different mothers and fathers and stuff, but we're just alike and completely different. And I absolutely snagged him up the second I found him on YouTube. I was like, "I've known you my whole life."
You're mine.
And he just went with it. So we're just.
Oh, that's nice.
Sick. That is a funny comment. That is a funny comment.
Never served but an army brat. Mhm.
All right, let's see.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
I'm
so
gonna move on to Sarah went, Snarky, you went, Chance went, right? Okay.
I'm still trying
it's
to look up.
Lobo's turn.
Lobo. I was thinking the same thing, Snark. Here we go. Lobo, do you
Oh,
need me to reread the
lovely.
question?
Nope, I
Yo,
got it.
yo, Lobo.
Oh no, he got it.
I had three come to mind. Three favorite toys from my childhood come to mind. The first one, my father had bought me for my birthday when I was really young. It was a Star Trek Enterprise, but it was on a stand, and the Enterprise had a fan underneath it, and you
Whoa.
had a controller in your hand that was wired to the Enterprise, and
Whoa.
depending on how you push the little knob on the controller, the Enterprise would lift up, and you could tilt it, and it'd fly around in the circle around the stand. And it had these things that you could put down, and you could lower the Enterprise, hook them, and pick them up and move around.
Wow.
So
You were
that was
like
one
the
of
most
them.
popular kid on the block, I bet, for that.
Yeah,
pretty
until
cool.
I tried to soup it up and make it go faster and melt it. But
The poor
but
man's drone.
but the second one was again my father for a birthday. He bought me a Dukes of Hazzard slot car set,
Ooh.
and so that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
And the third one, I that's probably almost my favorite one, is a pet rock.
Oh yeah.
I had that thing for years.
Dude, I have a friend and I who we found out about pet rocks, and after we laughed for quite some time about them, we went and got some rocks and we painted them up, and we had our own pet rocks because we just thought it was so funny.
Yeah, painting rocks is fun, actually.
In like
It's amazing how much they can
1985
change for
or
a rock.
so, in like 1985 or so, in the back of a rock and roll magazine, I found a thing to buy a punk rock, and so it was a rock with a little strip of mohawk across the top and some
Oh,
crazy
that's
crazy 1980s sunglasses made out of a piece of vinyl that they cut
Oh,
out.
that is so
Nice.
cool.
And my mom
guys-
actually helped me get it and everything. It was great.
Aw.
I loved
That's
it.
when you had to like send away for something and then wait.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, that is awesome.
Do
Oh,
you
You
guys
would have been
remember
real quick,
Sarah
quick,
as a
Chance.
pet rock.
Real quick, Chance. When you get a chance, fire up a New Hope. The very first time C-3PO comes on set, look at his legs.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get a visual aid right now.
Well, tell us, what are his legs?
No, that
Okay, hold
one's
on.
silver.
I'll
He's
tell you
still
guys.
contending that one leg is silver in Star Wars.
Yeah, unless
Oh.
it's remastered, it's always been silver. I never noticed it because the first time he appears on set, he appears with another protocol droid right behind him, and the other protocol droid is totally
It's silver.
silver.
Correct.
You Star
Right.
Wars people
And
know
that-
you remember.
And that silver droid was in The Empire Strikes Back, also in Cloud City.
Exactly. But yeah, right there, he has a
I'm going to show you a
the
picture
silver
of it.
leg.
I'm going to show you a picture of a 1977 cover of Pizzazz Magazine 1 from that shot, and let's look at his legs together. Maybe you're right.
No, I'm just talking about the actual movie. I fired
Let's
it
check
up
out those
It's
and
from
got
the
to the very
movie.
first time.
Well,
Are we checking out legs? Okay.
Is it the special edition or is it the original?
Shoot, I don't know. I
what I'm
went
saying.
on to Disney and
Snarky made a
fired up
great
the.
point. No, see, that's the special edition. I appreciate you doing that, my brother, but I think Snarky's right. I think Lucas might have done. Well, I don't know. Let me grab an old magazine from that
It's
shot.
definitely a very big Mandela effect thing that they talk about. Whether you believe it or not, there's definitely dissension in the ranks about it.
Yeah, I was so curious. I actually had to go look. Now I got to go find a version of the original Star Wars movie so I can fire it up.
I love that people are like randomly saying how tall they are. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, TD. And TD, you had a really good idea today. Do you want to start doing that now?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I was just going to say this just in. Danny Staten is 6'4", just if you guys were wondering. So
He's
everyone,
short.
Tim,
go ahead and post
and
your
Tim,
heights.
Tim is 6'8".
Yeah, Danny, you're
You're in the
short.
lead, Tim. You're in the lead. For now. For now, until those basketball players start chiming in. I'm just kidding.
Then I'm short. Yeah.
I'm 5'4", but I round up. So I round
He's
up.
down there talking crazy.
All right,
Well,
man.
Does that look like a silver leg to you, my friend?
Oh, hold
It's
on. Let me make
gold.
you big. Let me make you big. No,
Yeah,
I think
put it
it's the
put it
back of
closer,
his leg.
Chance.
I haven't seen the front of his leg. It's the back of his leg.
I'll take it
that's
out of the
silver.
plastic. This
It's
is
the
a
whole.
this
the
is
whole
a,
No,
You
don't
need
take it out
to
of the
plastic,
plastic.
oh
You don't have to
no.
take it out. No.
I'll take it out of the plastic.
No, just
No,
put
no,
it
no,
in.
no,
down.
no.
No, no, no,
You
no.
don't
do
have
that.
to do that.
That's from the same
Too late. He
scene.
did.
Gold,
Hmm.
gold,
I don't
gold,
know.
gold,
Look,
gold,
look
gold.
at
Yeah.
that back leg. Look at
But the
that back
back
leg.
leg looks silver.
Huh.
Yeah,
The
It's
back
kinda
leg
does.
looks
gold.
silver.
Yeah, look.
Oh,
The
look
foot,
at
the
it.
foot actually looks silver.
Look at it,
Interesting.
Chance.
The
At least
foot
through the
does.
camera, it does.
From here, Chance has got the best eyeball on it
Yeah,
though
he
because
does.
there's
He's
no
got the best
glare
view.
and weirdness.
Wow. Those look like
It's
wrestling
gold.
shoes or something.
Look, the question was the leg. Now you're talking about a foot. The whole leg is gold.
I know, but I like
Yeah.
fashion.
It does look silver from that angle. I'll give you that. But in person, it's not. It's gold. I'll find another one. I thought this would be the clearest shot. It's from that same scene.
That's
the
a
first
pretty cool
time.
photo.
It's from the movie.
Yeah.
It's from
That's
the
a pretty
first
cool
scene.
magazine, actually. I
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
by Marvel Comics, October 1977.
I like the font a lot. That's pretty
Ah,
cool.
I think
By taking the plastic off, does it reduce the value?
Yeah,
No.
Chance, put the plastic back on now.
y'all
Only
as
if,
long as
only
he
if
doesn't
he
spit on it or anything.
or he bends a corner or something or gets something
Don't
on
spill
tape.
your Pepsi.
Right?
It's starting to really get valuable. The graded copies I noticed at conventions. This never was worth much, but it's like
Oh,
perfect
really?
condition. But
Yeah.
it's still.
Well,
but
you
it's-
know what? Now, if it's disproving that stupid Mandela silver leg ridiculousness, it's priceless.
People like rarities, right? Like Garbage Pail Kids.
Ah,
Garbage
hey,
Kids is
hey,
good, but not that
hey, hold
movie.
on. Hold on.
Okay.
What?
I bet there's
Garbage
a
Kids is
video.
good, but not that movie. The movie's terrible. Just remember that.
I know.
Time to change my avatar.
I just found some of mine too. Yep. Who's your favorite, Chrissy?
Hold on. Oh, I did a boo boo.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Okay, I got it, Sarah.
Who's your favorite? Garbage.
Garbage
Oh my
pail.
god, I have so many.
I
Look,
know.
this is only a
Oh
little
my
bit. I
gosh.
have a whole
I
shoe
have a lot too.
boxes.
Me too.
I have shoe
Yep.
boxes of them.
I
and
have
I
a
have
client
the
that just
gold
gave me some in the
ones.
pack still, actually, for a birthday gift. Like some still in the pack.
And then I love on the back the puzzles. Like I
I
always want to do the
know.
puzzles.
I like the little fill outs, and I filled them out when I was little, so they say the stupidest stuff. It's
Yeah.
like who's your best friend? I'm like Eric Carrano, duh. You know, like stuff like that. He gave me a Bon Jovi tape, please. Like,
I have so many favorites. How do you just pick one?
I know. You know the one that grosses me out though is the one with the girl with the braces with the acne all over. I can't. I used to put it upside down under the couch. My mom used to find it all the time. I'm like I can't. I just can't do it. I know it belongs in a pack in a series. I can't. I love the visual aids that change.
I think the one that was the grossest to me.
Everyone okay?
Yeah.
Which one's gross? The snot one. The snot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like
They were
Flabby
like
Abby. That was the
controversial.
funniest.
Oh, Flabby Abby, or the Elvis, the fat Elvis one. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. But the one that always is the one where they were picking their nose and it was coming out the top.
Oh yes. So, how
Ooh.
about, so the girl that gave me, so I treat a little girl. She's in, I think, second grade, but she gave me a pack. So we had the same birthday on Halloween. She gave me a pack still in the wrapper, and she said, just so you know, Ms. Davis, please do not chew the gum. I was like, we're good. I'm not going to chew that gum.
Do not
Don't
chew
worry.
the gum. That's
Yeah.
good advice.
I know, right? Because her mom, I guess, got like a ton, like sold in the package at like a flea market. So she brought me some, which is sweet. Yeah, yours are in good shape. Those are like mint. Those are great.
I actually had them in a plastic little case.
Nice. Yeah.
So
I
pulled them
I
out
still love
recently to
them.
put them in here to show you guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I have some
It's
doubles.
my
I'm gonna use the
only
stickers.
show and tell chance. Okay, chance.
I have something to show
My
Sarah.
only show and tell. Okay.
Yeah.
I have something to show Sarah in my lap here.
Okay.
Ooh.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Can you make me big? Okay, just for
Yeah,
you.
of course. How would you do it? Oh,
Sarah!
yeah. Thanks, Chance.
You like it?
Absolutely not the thing I ever
You
want to see
like
again.
it?
She hates grease.
Maybe we could like Photoshop.
I'm
it
gonna
and
punch you in
put,
your
like,
soul, like Kitty says.
Captain
Next
Kirk
time I see
and
you.
like we're like John Travolta's or something like that. And she'll like.
I agree. We're gonna have to Photoshop some stuff.
Yeah.
You can leave me out of Grease, okay? The Grease.
Nobody
I
puts
can't-
Captain Kirk on John Travolta's face. Look at
So there you
me,
go.
I'm
There they
Sarah
are.
C.
Alright.
Beauty school dropout.
Beauty.
Is Jim Stern?
Drop out. Oh yeah.
This
Go
ugly
back
nasty.
to school.
She had to drop out because she turned her hair pink.
She just got all the bad luck.
This magazine, I'll show you later when it's my time again. There's so many cool covers. There's not that many, but I've got like 2 of the last issue with Chris Reeve. I didn't know I had 2 with a subscription label, one without, because
Mhm.
it's a DC character on a Marvel comic book. All right, I'll give up my.
I want to
time.
say, hold on, wait, no, hey,
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
no, hold on.
Whoop.
The controls.
Sorry
Hold
about the
on.
glare. Okay.
There you go.
No, there.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, now.
Tina,
Actually, there's
Ah.
3 in this box, but look, and he says, I consider it the greatest honor of my long career to be on the cover of a Marvel magazine, because that was the competition. DC
Yeah.
is Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Super Friends. Marvel.
Little tiny-
Look at the top.
so
Marvel
cool.
Comics proudly
That's a big
presents.
deal. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Chance,
like
I
this
love
one
your
too.
show and tell. That's awesome.
I
Thank
do
you
too.
for bringing it.
Battlestar.
Ooh, about Star Galactica. I love
Look how
that.
perfect they are.
1978.
They're so perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have the whole set. Thank you.
That's
all.
cut the whole set.
For now.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. Don't, no cheeky. No being cheeky.
You're like for a pizza magazine.
Well, anyways, so some of the Queen to make you guys laugh. Good job on those jokes
Right?
there.
Well, I was just saying, don't be cheeky. He was getting up from the desk.
Yes, I
I
know.
don't know. I heard you say turn myself into a monkey.
I said, don't be cheeky. Don't be cheeky.
Well, it's too late.
Oh, so there she goes. Turned herself into a monkey, right?
Yes.
So who
Yes.
still has
I'm
the
back.
answer?
So we're doing Jim next, and then from Jim is Tim. Jim and Tim,
Jim and Tim.
and
Yep.
you. So I'm gonna go Jim, TD, and Tim. Is that fine, Tim? TD,
Yeah.
Jim.
Mhm.
I'll go male, female, and then there's only one female.
And
so
then the
I'll-
2 T's.
Hey, by the way, TD, my initials are TD. So there you go.
Oh, what's your last name?
Dust.
No. What?
Timothy
Tim
Dust.
Dust.
Good name.
TD.
Oh, well, I guess you're just going to tell everybody. All right. That's cool.
That's okay. He might be lying.
I'm not lying.
I know you're not. I'm just kidding.
I know you.
My
Anyways,
name's
yeah.
Puddingtang.
Best initials
What's your
ever.
middle name start with?
Lucille L.
Oh, mine's P.
Just
Oh,
no
yeah, we
fear.
did talk about that last.
Patrick.
Yeah,
Patrick.
that's right. I think we did talk about that last stream in the chat.
Yeah, it's weird, but when I saw your TD, I was like, hey, she's got my initials.
I got touchdown, right? Or Tony Danza. I don't know.
My
Well-
initials stand for temporary price deduction, and I've seen it at a store where it says that
It's hard
on
to
the
dispute.
tags.
It's hard to
Bless
dispute.
you. Was that sneezing?
Temporary
There goes the
price
Bless
deduction.
you. There, I got it.
Thank you, because I was muted, so I didn't blow everybody to China. Like,
I thought you were laughing at first, but then it was like, no, that's not a laugh. That's sneezing.
and you saw my mic off. My mic was off.
bless you.
I've been sneezing all day.
Thank you, Jim. That's really sweet.
So Jim, what's your choice? What's your pick?
Thank you, TD.
I've got 2, but for 2 different reasons. One to play with, and we mentioned this on the show the other day, was I had a tripod mounted machine gun that was fully functional with plastic bullets. And you would put the 2 pieces of the bullet together in the belt and then pull back on the cocking device, and it would fire at a high rate of speed and very dangerous. It would never pass the safety test for kids today. But,
Yeah, you should come with that
Yeah.
comic stuff. It's dangerous.
but it was great fun. It was large. I mean, it was as big as any real 22. So
Can you imagine some little kid in the
that was
neighborhood
fun to play
"Hey."
with. But the most fun and most memorable would be a model car that I put together. When I was 10 years old, I put together one of the larger models for a 65 Mustang. I was
Nice.
crazy about Mustangs.
Oh, me
What color?
And
What color was it?
the plastic was green, and I didn't do any painting because I couldn't be around paint fumes, but the
Yeah.
the
But you can have a
car
gun.
was the car was very, very intricate in details because you could raise the hood and look in at the engine. You could
Like a
open the
car show.
door, open the trunk.
Nice.
All the front and back seats would fold forward,
Oh,
and
cool.
you could reach in. And this is after it was all put together. You know, as a plastic model. You could reach in and grab the steering wheel and turn the front wheels left and right.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
And the top of the line best thing about it is when you open the door, you could crank the windows up and down. It with the little handle that was in it.
No way. Like a little rolly.
It, it would roll. It was the first model I ever got that had real rubber for tires. Now
Oh,
that
wow.
it was two pieces that had to be glued together to fit on the rim, but still it was
Wait, all
very
by
interesting.
yourself? Like
And
all by yourself?
yeah, I put it together by myself because I'd been putting together models for probably about four years plus by the time I got to that one. And it was that would have been 1966, and it was $25.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that's how detailed and intricate it was. It was my big Christmas present for that year, and
You
it
still
took
have
me
it?
to. Unfortunately, little brothers and sisters. However,
That's a fancy
I have a brother-in-law who got one for Christmas also,
Aww.
and his got given to me recently.
Oh, so it's like the same kind.
The exact same model. We put it
Oh.
together. He put it together at his house. I put mine together at my house, and we sort of fake raced because I mean he was an adult, and
Yeah.
but
kid.
it was fun, and it was just the most detailed car that I've put together, the most detailed model I ever put together because everything was so functional.
How proud did you feel when you were done? Like
I was very proud until let your little brother and sister play with it.
right? This is why we don't have nice things.
Yeah. So, and the rest, as they say, is history. But the really nice thing is when my brother-in-law gave me his because he's just trying to get rid of stuff at this point in his life. It had some things wrong with it, but still the memories of that one car is just way up there.
It brings back
way up there.
like good kind of nostalgic memories. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And I have talked with people who were lifetime in the business of selling models, and they had never heard of one, let alone seen one. So if I had that, it would be in the original condition that when I put it together, it would be amazing.
Yeah. Like in a glass case, kind of.
Oh yes, it would be in a real glass case, not one of these little plastic cover things.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
like my son did the Boy Scout not soapbox derby. Is it
Pinewood Derby?
Pinewood Derby.
Pinewood. Yes. And that's really cool to watch kids and how creative they get, or how creative their parents get.
True.
So,
yeah, but that's kind of like a model, like kind of thing, Like
those are the two that I got that I really, had a special time with because the machine gun, it was just over the top, fun to play with, and fantastic.
It's like cultural. You were from North Carolina, you said? No, wait, where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were joking around when you said that we got guns and that's just part of our we shot.
Everybody had guns. I mean, I got a 22 when I was a kid. Probably shouldn't have had one, but I was given a 22, and everybody was taught how to shoot a gun.
Right.
Well, I mean, throughout history, toys have been deadly. Yeah.
Oh, true.
Lawn darts.
There's like, lawn darts.
Yeah.
We had them. We played them all the time. No one ever got stuck.
That you know of.
No, period. In my yard. in my
Yeah.
yard.
We had drunk people throwing them.
Right.
Well-
right. Like fireworks. Yeah.
We didn't
had a
ever
friend
take them
that
to the
stuck in
family
the foot.
reunion.
Go ahead,
For
Tim.
a
What was
reason.
that, Tim?
I had a friend who got stuck in the foot with a lawn dart.
No. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had a
Shame.
Yep.
Why did you do it?
Well,
He
they
didn't do it. He was watching it come down and
No,
it hit his
I said,
foot.
why did you do it?
I don't know.
TDs are.
I mean, yeah, they used to have all those chemistry sets and stuff that would come with real live toxic materials. And there was one that actually came with radioactive stuff. And yeah, lovely. Here.
It's fine.
Does anybody know what a
Uranium.
Funko Pop is? What is a
And
Funko
Yes,
Pop?
Funko Pop. I've been talking
Oh,
about
they're
those.
terrible.
Everyone's like looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah,
I have
don't
a
like
Miami
Funko
Vice
Pop.
one. It's
Funko
terrible. I mean,
Pop
it's
is
good.
terrible. They
I
don't look
just saw
anything.
it. I saw it in the comments, and I'm like, "What the hell is a Funko Pop?"
I don't like
You
it.
Well,
know
I'm about
that's
to
all.
show you.
I'm right there with you, Chance.
Yeah. They don't look like the likeness of what they're supposed to be, and they're just
No.
kind of dumpy, and
They're
I
just
don't like them.
That's a Funko Pop. A little bitty one.
Oh, now I know what they are.
There's another
They go
little
ahead.
bitty one.
Okay. So they're
Catwoman.
basically a FYE or the
Yeah, like music
It's taking all the
yeah,
characters.
yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
It's like all the characters and things from everything.
And there are
And then they give them these weird rounded edged square heads.
I swear they're making fun of Americans. I swear.
So
Well,
my daughter had some of
we
those. She
deserve
had
it.
like Jack
Right.
Skellington
There's
and stuff. So
Chucky.
I know what those are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now I know what they are. Now I know.
There's
Yeah, so
Chucky.
are they of any value though? Like, are there some that are like super?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 Like Pez dispensers, I consider it the same as a Pez
And
dispenser.
Beanie Babies.
valuable?
All that
In the
stuff.
60s. Okay, so hey Jeff, in the 60s, the little green plastic army men, I used to like to take them and hold them on a light bulb and melt them. And then my
Oh.
grandparents would get mad because the house would smell burnt.
I used to melt things in the microwave. I put my popple in the microwave, and the eyes were like they were droopy after that.
Wow.
You know, talk about some nostalgic stuff there. There's this YouTube channel. They're called Can You Microwave This? And they microwaved everything. They even microwaved microwaves. It was
My
crazy.
parents would have thought that I developed that show because I was very bored, and they were 40 when they had me, so they were like over it. And so one time, my dad's like, "Why do you feel it necessary to put everything in the microwave?" I said, "Well, why don't you watch me better?"
Wow.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I had a smart little mouth. I did. I remember
My
like people would say,
goodness.
don't get smart. And I'd be like, "You want me to be stupid? I'm your daughter." You want
Oh
me to-
my God.
I know. Lots of things are
TD's
burned.
got
Lots of-
sass.
Oh yeah,
I'm a little
we
classic,
definitely. I think all of the women on this panel are sass. Like,
Yeah,
I know.
I
I'll believe that. I'll
agree.
believe that for a minute.
You think?
Yeah.
Technically, it's
Very
my
much
name.
so.
Yeah. but it's
I burned a lot.
technically in sass, snarkies.
But it's adorable
Snark and
sass, though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's fun to be normal.
I mean,
When I get a-
TD's not a Gen X woman, but a few of us up here are. I don't think you are you?
I'm 44.
You are, maybe.
am.
Or you're cuspy.
She's a magnum.
I'm
Yeah,
the first millennial, so there you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, see, I'm an elder Gen X, and you're an
Gen
elder
X in the
millennial.
house.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's like being the big sister to the whole world.
Well, I was very unexpected. My parents were like,
Sorry,
"Oh, they were
Snarky, I got you beat. I'm a boomer.
Woof.
No.
So is
nah.
Jim.
That doesn't make you win anything. That makes you a boomer.
Right.
He was
I'm,
boomer.
I'm 1 year shy of being the next step up.
My son thinks it's funny to say,
You're
"Okay,
probably
boomer" to
Jen
me. Sometimes.
Jones.
Like, no. Look, okay, boomer. Oh, we saw the Garfield movie today, by the way, off topic, but we saw the Garfield movie talking about toys. And it
How
was
did
really
Chris
good.
do?
I thought it was good. I thought he was fun. I wouldn't have known that was him if I didn't know. But Snoop Dogg was in it. Snoop Dogg was
Of
really
course, that was in it.
little cameo. But I mean, people really up in arms about the whole Chris Pratt thing. But my son got a little teary-eyed, a little emotional. I had to say. So that's why I'm wearing my Garfield shirt today. So.
Hey, Jerry Dobson.
Hey, Jerry.
Look at this comment.
Later, sis. Which one?
The one on the screen.
My laptop's like black.
Oh my
I
lord!
gave away my son's Star Wars toys.
I was waiting
He's
on
44
Chance.
now and makes Star Wars props and costumes for a living. Oh, I'll never live it down. No, you won't. But your last name is Funk, and that's pretty cool, especially if you have Funko Pops. Oh
Hey,
my
Mom
gosh,
Bingo.
I bet he lets you hear.
Hey,
about
we're
that.
jamming.
Hey, we're jamming. What's up?
We're jamming. Okay, so TD, it's your turn, sweetness.
Okay. So someone said that the new Garfield movie looked like absolute crap. Rotten Tomatoes gives everything a bad rap, but I was a little skeptical too, and I actually really liked it, kind of. So it actually was not bad at all, and actually it was kind of sad. And Darn Arbuckle is totally different. He's not like the annoyed with having Garfield. Like, he loves him. It's really sweet. But anyways, okay. So definitely, of course, I know I'm going to talk about Mattel, but I still love Barbie because I love fashion, and it was
I
such a
love
huge part
Barbies.
of my life. I would sit and play for like 8 hours. Like, sometimes my dad wouldn't even know I was there. He had a hard time hearing because he was a veteran and stuff. And so, like, sometimes I would hear my mom come home and she's like, "Hey, where's T?" And he's like, "Oh, I think she went over to Mikkel's, like my friend's house." And I'm like, "I've been down here the whole day. In fact, I'm starving." Like, like playing my Grease album, playing Barbies. Like, I actually would organize the accessories and egg cartons. I would like sneak and get up in the middle of the night, like if I couldn't sleep. And then my dad one time was like, "It's 3 a.m. What are you doing?" I was like, "These heels aren't going to organize themselves." Like, I was probably such a fool, like, for real. And then my other thing was probably like my big wheel. I thought I was like the stuff with that thing, man. Like,
Right?
rolling, like whipping around and like
I could
like,
drive this to the East Coast.
seriously,
You know,
it's like my little legs as fast as they can, like. But those are just a couple. I mean, I just love like I was talking to my son too. I said, "What do you think is some of the biggest impacts of like toys?" And he said, like Etch a Sketch for architecture and kind of stuff. Like, he thinks that was huge. And then he said like GI Joe, because of like the time and how like a lot of like boys like looked up to soldiers that were fighting and all this stuff. So that was his insight. He's 13. So,
Pretty
but he
good.
yeah, and he loves superhero. Like, I get him the expensive sometimes. They're like $25, like super certain Batman and like all this stuff. And he just like, I mean, he doesn't like play because he's 13, but he still like puts them together. And he likes doing he likes Scream, so he has like a collection of Scream masks and outfit, like costumes and stuff.
Wow,
So,
nice.
yeah, yep.
Just so it doesn't manifest.
What's that?
The Scream idea.
Oh yeah, well, it's a huge thing. There's so many different custom Scream masks. Did you know about this? There are like so many, and so then he gets me involved, and like I'll like paint, like I got red spray paint and splashed it on, and I'll cut up stuff all the time, and I got pretty good at sewing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't have sewing skills. No, I was a little kid. I tried to sew Barbie clothes together, and I'm gonna tell you, it did not work out.
Yeah, I kind of made stuff myself, but I would glue stuff, hot glue stuff. I think because as Girl Scouts, like, we would hot glue everything. So,
well, they hadn't invented hot glue when we were kids.
You would hot glue stuff?
They didn't have it. It was not a thing.
I still have mine from Girl Scouts.
Yeah, Elmer's glue was a thing.
We had white glue. Yep.
I used to eat the paste in kindergarten.
I used to eat Play-Doh like a boss. I used to sneak
Play-Doh
and eat
does not taste as salty. But that paste was so good. It reminded me of milk. It was like
my
milk
gosh.
paste.
Homemade Play-Doh, like if the teacher made it so salty and good, it was so good.
Oh my God.
My mom used to make green Play-Doh, and my brother and I played with it all the time because my brother's favorite color was green, and so was my mom's.
That was my favorite
color. It was green all the time.
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't normal, but I would eat a baking soda. I would sneak and eat baking soda too, like spoonfuls of it. Normal either.
I would drink vanilla extract because it smelled good, but it tasted bad. I just thought every time it might
that'll
taste
get
better.
you drunk, Sarah.
It does not.
I just always like to put vinegar in baking soda and watch it go.
Yeah.
I like pickle back.
I've never done that, but I used to make ketchup bombs for people.
Ketchup bombs. Do you remember the Pop Rocket, like the Pop Rocks and the soda thing or the Mento thing? You like?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mentos and Pop. Yeah.
And the urban legends of like kids dying from Pop Rocks. Do you remember those?
Yeah. Yes.
Definitely.
TD, you can make fake fingernails with white glue and a ruler.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
There's that groove right down the middle of the ruler that was kind of rounded, and we would lay that white glue on there and let it dry, and then peel it off and
I love peeling.
stick it on our fingernails. Because there was no
I
such
used-
thing as press-on nails.
True. True.
I used to put my mom in my hands, my hands in my mom's burned candles, like
The
they were
candles.
hot wax.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
Just so I could pull the wax.
You were like
Dude,
I got
pilot.
beat
I
for
pour hot
that.
wax all over me just to peel it off. That stuff's
I didn't
fun.
want nothing to do with the fire. I just wanted the wax.
Right.
Oh, I like fire.
We
I
we
like
used to
fire.
make fake skin with the Elmer's glue.
Oh, yeah.
Put it on your hand, let it dry, peel it off, put it on your wrist, and then add a little bit of ketchup underneath it and show the teacher.
Prosthetics. The
Yeah.
prototype
Right?
of prosthetic effects.
Have you ever been to
Yeah, practical
Universal where
effects are
they
the best.
the horror show where they show you how they do all the prosthetic stuff? It's really, really cool.
Oh, it's
Really
so awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the like huge robotic like gorilla type thing. They like prank everybody and they make it like somebody's dressed up as it, so they like start chasing people and they scream. It's really great.
Yeah.
Hey,
All
Triple
right,
B.
Tim.
Oh,
Tim.
yeah. It's your turn. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Tim is the last one, Chance. So we'll let him answer. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah.
Okay, I've got maybe 3, I would say, and I've been thinking about this the whole time I've been on here. I would say one of my favorite toys, and it came out in multiple editions, was Hot Wheels.
Ooh,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Hot
Yes.
Wheels,
I
the way.
I loved Hot Wheels,
Mhm.
and especially the die-cast Hot Wheels. Now they've gone to the plastic versions, and they're not as good.
Yeah, the solid, like heavy kind
The
of.
die-cast metal ones, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And they
that
had
might have a
all
little lead,
the
but okay.
they had all the muscle cars, and they had all the new models of cars coming out. They had some odd things like airplanes and buses, and it was
Yeah,
great. You could play with them all day. I loved them, and they were fast. And
Yeah.
then my
I
mom,
cried. I cried when my mom gave away my brother's car track for that for those Hot Wheel
Oh.
cars.
yeah,
It had the arm that launched the cars, right? And all around the track. And my mom, she gave it away. And I remember crying. It's not even my toy. And I cried.
Oh,
I had the loop one with the
Mhm.
2 loops. That was great.
Did you draw? I used to draw mine on chalkboards, like a little like neighborhood or whatever, and they'd have little like driveways and stuff.
Listen, I
we're
just played
broke,
toys.
okay?
I didn't have to design
That's
the
cool.
background for my toys.
Yeah, but now
Shane,
they
I
have
was
like
just gonna say
carpets and
that.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay, outside of Hot Wheels, I would say one thing that I really enjoyed and it got me outside a lot was a frisbee.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed frisbee because I could throw it really well, and I learned how to throw it well and far. And we had different sizes and different colors. It was great.
I play ultimate frisbee sometimes, so I definitely can agree with the frisbee.
I don't frisbee.
And-
I don't shop. I mean, I don't discus. Okay.
You know,
And
we
I
used to get
guess
kites every year.
Oh, I don't like
Every
kites.
year we were
Not a fan.
flying kites, and it didn't seem like anybody's doing that anymore.
It's
So
'cause it's dangerous now.
2210 said Legos. Definitely, like Legos is definitely.
He beat me to it. Yeah. That was
Okay,
one of my picks.
Yep.
I would say the third one that was a really expensive gift that I got from my uncle was a foosball table.
Oh
Nice.
yes,
Wow.
I love foosball. Yes,
Oh,
except you gotta
It
like
was
be careful
great.
because it'll be in the gut. Like ooh.
I love my brother's slot cars too. Those are fun.
I kept kicking the ball off the table.
yeah. I actually like went to. I just got some courage for some reason. I went to Chicago and I was like, this guy was like, "Do you want to bet like $100?" I was like,
can't hear
"Yeah," and I
anything.
won $100. It was fantastic.
Can't hear
Ah.
anything.
From me,
Dip out, chance to come back.
Sound went out. Again. All right, let me shut
Uh-oh.
my computer off.
I know my AirPods just died. I swear I just like charged them.
I guess
What-
I
it's like
have to say this last thing. All of the toys that I had that meant the most to me actually involved socialization with usually family members, friends, or
Yes.
relatives, and
That's
that's what made it important to me because I liked seeing my aunt and uncle because my grandma and grandpa were already gone,
Yeah.
and I never got a chance to meet them. So my aunt and uncle were very important on my dad's side. I
Yeah.
didn't get to meet my aunt and uncle on my mother's side because they were already gone.
Yeah.
So it was kind of unique. And the
So it's the
foosball
bomb.
table, yeah, the foosball table is from my uncle, and I remember it because I asked my dad for one of those, and he said no, and my uncle went and got one.
Yeah, of
So
course. That's awesome. So he's number one uncle.
yeah,
So every time you see one, do you think of him?
yes.
Yep. Awesome.
My uncle just passed away 2 years ago, and he was 95.
Wow. What's the secret to longevity?
I don't know, actually.
It's probably bacon and no kids. I don't know.
Probably vodka.
Nobody
Yeah,
knows.
vodka and bacon. That sounds better.
And
Vodka and bacon.
vodka.
You know what? I'm gonna
Well,
live forever. Dang it.
he lived his life to the fullest. I think that if you involve yourself with
Socially.
everything that you love in life, fill yourself with love, fill yourself with peace and happiness,
and don't hesitate to do things.
and
Choose to be happy.
Right.
don't live in the darkness.
Or for someone else. Yeah.
Go out and find something to do that's fun.
Right.
Or go online.
Or go online
Hey,
and
if that's
socialize
it.
with new people across the world. Yeah. Like you
Welcome
guys.
to the panel.
It's really nice
Live in the
to
future.
be part of your panel. So thank you.
Yeah, we have a good diverse crew, so I embrace that too. I think we all like all of our nostalgic kind of memories are from our era too, and what's meaningful for us. So it's like that's where you get all kinds of different. Yeah, for sure.
And we're in
Tim,
different parts of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, along those lines, wouldn't you say that things that you've done, you regret fewer of those than regret things that you didn't get around to doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Perfect. Exactly.
I regret more things that I have not done yet.
Well, do them now.
I have no regrets.
Well, it's
Sometimes
very hard.
the time limit's out.
See, it's hard for me because I'm confined to a wheelchair, so it's hard for me.
Sure.
I am working on learning to walk again.
Good.
I'm up walking with a walker. I've been doing that for about a year.
Good.
I am trying to switch from a walker to a cane. So I'm getting there.
You'll
He
get
wants
there.
to be a pimp? Wow.
Yeah.
A PIMP.
Yeah, I just need one of those
And then he's gonna
furry
brush sugars
coats.
off.
Sarah, you're going to have to give me your furry coat and your hat.
What now?
I have a sword for my She-Ra costume.
Anyways, that's pretty much what I got to say, I guess.
In 6/22/10, we do have a black person on the panel sometimes. We do, just not today.
Well, that's Shane who said that. Sick 2210 is Shane. He's been on.
He's at the casino. Oh, and then Montero. Montero is at the casino.
Wait, they're both at the casino?
No.
Oh. So
Shane
Shane,
B's
No,
gonna do it
Sick
for
is right down
is
there.
that Shane, Sick
That's
2210? I
crazy,
didn't know that.
Yeah, that's Shane B.
Shane, you silly. He said rum is the secret to longevity.
Yeah.
Actually, I think
sorry.
the real secret to longevity is giggling, because I tell you, I have
that works.
no gray hair because
And
I
dancing.
laugh.
Yep.
I don't
No.
dance, so that I can count that.
Well, I know a woman. She's
I can say a
100.
couple other things, but I can't. This is a family show.
Exactly.
Family show.
So Danny said after his car wreck, it took him, let me see, how many months?
8 months.
Yes, to walk again. Right. The hardest part of running is tying your shoes. The hardest part is doing things sometimes and actually making the decision and going, it's probably tedious, but you'll get there for sure.
Keep pushing, man.
I'm gonna work out the bottom of a swimming pool because it'll let me exercise my core better.
It's the greatest resistance without any kind of equipment for sure.
I just float, so I don't understand how that can help
That's
me.
good too. That's actually meditative.
I'd have to weigh myself down.
See, I dance a lot.
Hey, Triple B.
Yeah.
I'd like to enter Exhibit B into the discussion about Sergio's leg.
You may approach.
There you go. I'm here for it.
1977 comic book adaptation. Gold legs everywhere on C3PO.
Yep.
Oh yeah, but that's a comic book though.
It's based on production photos, and I'm not shooting the messenger. I mean, I
I just heard of the
Objection,
original.
action
you've seen the 1997 I mean, believe it or not, Han Solo actually shot first. He shot Greedo first, but you wouldn't know that by watching the Disney Plus version.
I just fired up the original first 6 minutes
And there
on
he is doing it.
YouTube,
There he
and
is
he still
shooting.
has silver leg.
There he is blowing Greedo away right there.
Oh, wait, look at that. The use of like, there's a real gun there too, huh?
His laser gun, yeah. And
What was it gonna
came
use?
out-
His fingers go pew, pew,
Wait,
pew, pew,
Chance, look at
pew.
the person down there. It looks a little like you. Wait, right there. Is that you? Just
There
kidding.
you go.
I wish I looked like Harrison Ford.
You guys,
The comic book
guys know-
adaptation came out months before the movie was even released, the first couple issues. But I want to quickly show you. We're talking toys. Another great toy is a skateboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
True.
I almost got run over by a trash truck because
I
I was
don't know how to
skateboarding.
skate.
Brings the toys, Santa Claus, when we're kids, at least so we thought. And
Remember
I'm
the
just going
Sears
back to that.
catalog? Remember look at the
Oh
Sears
my God, I
catalog?
love
every
that.
year?
Did you
This
guys
is
roller
cool.
skate too? Did you roller skate? I
I
have my own skates.
rollerbladed.
even
I
now.
did. I roller skated a lot.
Yeah, I love it.
I remember
I
bladed.
love
It's
roller
way
skates
easier.
Oh
too.
God.
We had the metal roller skates that you attach to your shoes.
Nice. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
My dad
You
had
guys
those
have
too.
great
Yep.
roller skating rinks in Georgia, Chance, actually.
Dude, we had a great one in Temecula.
Sparkle's
Great,
roller rink.
great
Used to go all the time.
I can't talk.
Yeah.
And then my dad took my metal on your shoe skate, tore it apart, stuck it on a piece of wood, and made me my first skateboard.
Nice.
There you go. My brother did
My
that.
uncle had a skateboard like that.
Oh, that's funny.
And then
My
I got
dad
one of
always
those
used tire swings for me.
plastic skinny weird ones from the.
Uh,
The banana board. The banana
Did you
board.
Oh
guys-
wow.
did you guys ever street luge with your skateboards?
I don't know how to skateboard, I don't think.
Okay, well, I have no balance on those things, so I can't actually skateboard like a normal person. So I was straight luge with them all the time.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, I was flying off a curb one time as a trash truck was coming, and I was like, "Oh, well, this is gonna suck." So I bailed, right? And I went blah, 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 going the other way,
Yep.
and I was all skinned up. But the skateboard went right underneath the trash truck, which is the luckiest thing, because if that skateboard had
Who's
been
that?
destroyed, then my brother would have killed me.
Who
It's
is that?
Meatloaf.
Chance? Oh,
Meatloaf,
okay.
he's
I
dead.
thought I saw some sweatiness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good
Oh.
one. Yeah.
R.I.P. Meatloaf.
Showed you
Remember he
that?
was in Fight Club? I love
No,
him.
that's the whole set of pizzazz.
It is. I can't. You
Very
know what?
nice
I'm gonna have
set.
to save that conversation later. This is a family show.
You
Very
don't have
nice
to
set,
big
Champ.
anymore, but thanks. I was just gonna say Legos. That was a great pick by Shane. That was my jam. I've got so many photos. I'm trying to grab them.
Did you know
Just
something
tell
about
them
Legos? Okay, this is interesting about
I
Legos. Right?
liked
The
Lincoln
sets-
Logs.
The sets
Yeah.
of Legos, the sets of
too.
Legos are limited, right? And also, there's stores out there that sell loose Lego blocks, so you can come and buy as much Legos as you want.
I probably have a fortune. In my parents' house, I have tubs and tubs and tubs of loose Legos tubs. I mean,
Oh, I
You
have a
can
lot
make a
of.
fortune selling them by brick. You know what I mean? You can make a
Really?
fortune doing that.
that was
Yes.
a cool company because I lost the hair on a little Lego man, and I wrote Lego, and they sent me like 3 of them.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, I was gonna say, because what do you
Back when I was a
need? Because I have tons of those little people. Because I love the blind bags of Legos. I love getting like the Muppet ones and stuff. I love.
I
love
have a
the blind.
friend. I
You
have a
say
friend that
Muppet?
makes Lego
Yes, I love
Harry
Muppets.
Potter sets.
I am
Harry Potter's the
Muppet.
worst.
I love Muppets. I love Miss Piggy so much. Have you guys seen those like they're like engineering kits that you can put together? Like they have like
Oh yeah, with the gears and all that.
yeah, it's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, we don't have toy
Robles,
stores around here. We have no toy stores like at all around here.
Robles and stuff like that, where it
Yes.
teaches people mechanical theory.
Right,
We
and like
used to have
mine
we used
are-
to have Toys R Us, but they're gone now.
exactly they went bankrupt. So
Yeah.
Chance,
Because
look
we
at
all
this
grew up.
comment.
Because
friend
the
Dan
kids
did
crashed
this
the
one.
toys.
What's that?
Look for
how many of you had
open
baseball
tables.
sports cards? In
I
your
actually had a job as
bicycle
Jeffrey
spokes.
the giraffe when Toys R Us opened up in Rochester, Minnesota.
Jeffrey with
Oh.
the Jeffrey with a G.
I was
So-
Jeffrey the giraffe for a week.
Oh, how fun! I was the Keebler elf for a grocery store I worked for.
I wore a
Nice.
Star Trek uniform to promote the Star Trek movie at a movie theater. I didn't even.
Well, I
work
wore a
there.
Garfield shirt to Garfield today. So Jitrins, I don't know how to say this. So Jitrins Milpitas?
Just call him Jeff. Jeff.
Jeff, gotcha. So how many of you had baseball cards and your bicycle spokes? Huh, if I had only had those now. I had those little things
Yep.
that make noise on the bicycle
ESP.
spokes, but not baseball
Yep.
cards.
ESP again, just like Shane B with Lego. I was about to say bicycles because that's where you had independence and transportation when you were
Oh,
a kid. That
I
was-
had the
would you
banana
consider that a toy?
bike.
Yeah.
I did.
It's a
I did
bike
I had
or
a,
toy.
I,
Or you
I
think
had
it's a
I had
toy?
a Fuji 10 speed. Never forget that bike.
I have a bike now I ride with a basket. and a little.
We would get in the cereal. You would used to get
Ooh,
really cool things in your cereal,
I love
and
the
they would
sticky
have
toy.
little spoke covers that were all different
Yes,
colors. And
They
yes,
you'd
used
and
sit
to
they
there
made
and
have
noise.
yep.
good, really cool
Yep.
things with Cracker Jacks as well. Now it's
There's
just
like
I
nothing
don't
in
even know.
cereal anymore.
Yeah,
Like you just eat
crap.
the cereal. Like that's
What
it.
Crap.
about glow sticks?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
those
They're
are
well,
tasty.
they're still
Probably
hot.
toxic.
got them at
Yep.
Six Flags all the time. They wouldn't last long. They wouldn't glow, but for a few days. You put them in the
Yep.
freezer to keep them going.
I
Yeah.
actually
Right.
Well,
liked it.
yeah.
I
I
thought
had
it
a
was like one of
friend
those wax
that
candies.
invented the wacky wall walker.
Oh,
What?
the
No, I love
octopus that
those.
would crawl down the wall.
The sticky?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
Thing.
That's
he
amazing.
invented it. He was a chemist, and he was trying to develop an adhesive for
love
3M. And
Yeah.
he came
And
up with this adhesive that wouldn't stick very
when
long,
it was
and it
like
would
out
just
of the
move down the wall. And he made it into the
oh my
wacky
god,
wall walker and put it in
I
gumball machines.
freaking love those things. And when it would run out sticky, you're like, life's over. What do I even live for anymore? Like it's just over. Like I'm done.
Yep.
You guys want something really crazy? I had a lot of Star Trek action figures because, of course, and so I
Right.
had an Odo from Deep Space Nine, right? And I happened to go outside of I was in Albertsons, and as we were walking out, the 50-cent machine there had like little bowls of slime, right? And they had a bowl of slime that
Love
was the same exact color that Odo would be if he had changed back to his liquid form. So I was like, Dad, can I have 50 cents? And he's like, you're not gonna get the right one, right? You're not going to, right? I'm like, so can I have 50 cents? He's like,
It's
okay,
a
cute
risk.
daughter. So he
It's a
gave me
risk.
50 cents. I put it in the machine and I turned it, right? And two things came out. So just one. One was green and dried, and the other one was exactly
Oh
the thing I wanted. I was like, oh, magic.
Boom in your face.
And my dad
I
was like,
like the
oh,
smell of
oh.
slime. I love the smell of slime. It smells so
Oh
good.
my gosh, Gak. Remember Gak?
Yes, yes. So I
I
used to
Oh,
like
the
Homie.
slime,
Remember
and then the
Homie?
slime came. It was purple and had little purple worms in it,
Ew.
and we threw it straight up onto the ceiling when the babysitter was there watching us, and we had that weird popcorn ceiling. So when we tried to
Oh
get the
no.
slime off the ceiling,
Oh.
it took away part of the texture, and I got beat for that.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I didn't
And
even
we
get
never
but I
got
burned
slime
my
again.
awful. Probably should have.
Well, I got my brother had silly putty, but I got nutty putty, and I was a sixth grader, and I took it to school and played with it, but for some reason I didn't put it back in its little peanut container. I just put it in my pocket, and it just like destroyed my pocket. It was
Oh,
it was
no.
a shame.
Oh yeah, melt.
I
I
remember
thought it
crying.
was a Russian spy tool, like the silly putty.
Right, so I'm a sixth grader, right, and I'm crying, right, because I think I'm gonna get like so much trouble because I put nutty putty in my pocket, and destroyed the putty and my pocket anyways, right? Everybody's looking at me like,
Pocket
why are you
putty.
gonna get in trouble for destroying your pocket, like basically? And I'm like, because
Right.
mom,
You don't
dad, I remember
understand.
that.
Did
Right.
anybody have a Furby?
Those
Yeah,
are illegal.
I did. I had a
No.
Furby.
No, but people used to go crazy over like
I
that
think
Tickle Me
my
Elmo. Do you remember people used to like camp outside for a Tickle Me Elmo?
In eighth grade, Tickle Me Elbows came out, and that's when I was reaffirmed to me that Grover is always going to be the best. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Grover is
Beckett. My
so
son's
cool.
obsessed with Grover. He loves Grover.
Oh yeah, I'm going to marry Grover
Look, Beckett.
someday.
I just want to say, what? Remember you were obsessed with Grover, buddy? Not am now. I mean, like you were. Okay, you were. Sorry. Jeez.
Cool. Very cool.
Teenagers. Yeah.
So my daughter was just telling me about Larry David going on like a morning show and slapping Elmo. I was like, no, he didn't. So I looked.
Yes, he did. He was
did.
horrible to Elmo.
You know what? He deserved it.
He had to
I love Larry
apologize,
David.
and he didn't mean it.
Right.
Is
He
this
just
open
lost
up
his,
the camera?
he lost his cool. And Elmo's dad didn't say a word. So who really
Sorry,
like
I'm partial to Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster?
Can you see that
Cookie.
human hand on C-3PO?
yeah.
That's a blooper.
It's a blooper.
Yep. Look, you can see Anthony Daniels' hand right there. It's really
right
tough.
back when
to see.
mom's
I'm sorry.
talking to me.
Right
Yeah,
there.
he's quite the prima donna, isn't he?
Who?
Anthony Daniels that played C-3PO.
Is he?
He thinks he's the only one that could ever play it in his whole life.
Is he a
He just
midget?
he's like, no, he's the tall one. The tall
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Oh.
Tall one?
I don't know
He's
anything
3PO?
about him.
Baker died, and R2D2 is what she's thinking of.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah. But
No,
no,
no.
yeah, that Yeah, that guy. He has
Got me
quite
fired up.
the ego.
He's a diva.
Diva
A diva. I
Hunter.
saw George Lucas's house when I went to LA, like when I went on the celebrity home tour, and I thought it'd be a little bit better, to be honest.
Oh my
I didn't think
god!
I did. I mean, he's George Lucas. Like it wasn't anything special, really, you know. He
If
probably
I
has
had
multiple homes, though.
$2 billion, I'd have a way better house.
Seriously, it was just very basic. It was vanilla, and I didn't think it would be. But Beyonce's
Oh,
house,
didn't
whoop.
didn't Big
I
Bang
rest my
Theory?
case
Didn't they
so
like
quickly.
go to his compound once? I
Oh,
don't
it's
know.
gated.
Sorry.
That's for sure. It's definitely gated. But he probably has multiple
Yeah.
homes, multiple places. I'm sure.
Ah, yeah. All
Mhm.
right. So y'all made me remember I had some Star Trek figures, and now I can't figure out where the fork I put them.
Were you into Barbie, Snarky?
Oh, I wanted to tell this story, but then I didn't because I don't want to cry.
Why?
But because one year I was really wanting to have Barbies. I had a couple little weird secondhand ones or whatever.
Yeah.
And then one Christmas, it was the year that they came out with the Beach Mobile,
Oh, nice.
right? So the big
Yeah.
van that opened up on the side, and I got it.
Oh,
And I got
yep.
a Barbie, the Malibu freaking
Oh,
Barbie that
like
went with it.
brand
But
new.
her knee was broken.
What?
Her
Wow.
knee was
What'd
broken. It
she
was like the
do?
Waltons and the crushed baby doll face. And I and so it looked like I was ungrateful because I said, but
Oh,
it's broken. And
right.
my dad said, well, I'll just, here, give me a razor blade. I'll just cut it off. And this would be amputee Barbie. I'm like,
It's
you
just
motherfucker.
paraplegic.
That's why I don't talk to him now. No, it's not. But anyway.
That's how I felt
Oh,
about getting the Barbie dream house. I thought I was dreaming. I really did. I was like, this is the best day ever. I had the
I
elevator with the
know.
string, like the elevator with the string that you had to like pull, and like it just she went up, and there's the townhouse. And, oh my god, I decorated that thing inside and out like every day, every day.
I think my mom made me give my what, I don't remember what it was called. The van.
Look at that.
I think mama made me give it
Oh
to my little sister
yeah,
because
I had the
I was too old.
yeah, I had like a Corvette, and I remember making the license plate myself. Like I think I had a
Ooh,
label maker then too, and
that's
it said like
cool.
California, but it didn't fit, so it said Calif on it.
That's
That's
crazy.
the best I could do. I know. And then I had strawberry shortcake. It was so cute because like when I was born, my brother was 16, so he's about to like graduate and move out anyway. You know. So I remember him asking me which strawberry shortcake I wanted. And I was like, I think I like the blueberry one. And so he said he couldn't decide, so he bought me every single one. So I had
Wow.
I know, and they smelled forever. Like they still smell like good. I swear. So like I had like
Wow.
the lemon meringue and the blueberry and strawberry, and sometimes they would hang with Barbie, and they fit perfectly in the Corvette, in like the little Barbie Corvette. But the Barbies didn't really fit in there very well. So like so they'd be the drivers of the Barbies basically with their big old heads. Like they're
Wow.
short little
Oh,
bunnies.
Strawberry
gosh.
shortcake slavery.
Yeah, really
Get-
for real.
I
Indentured
gotta
servants, they were fine.
I gotta acknowledge something here real quick. I saw my mom's text message and I just realized that I had 500 million of them to a bunch of people. And guess what, everybody? I woke up. Okay.
You woke
Everybody
up.
wants you to wake up. I did. I woke up. Thank you, everybody. Unfortunately, my
Did you
phone was
get
on
your package?
silent the whole
Hey,
time.
did you get your package I sent you? By the way.
No, what did you send it?
I think Monday. I gotta look at the tracking thing.
Did you send it to this address or my mom's? Because I gave you
PO
two.
box or the
Then I
PO
haven't
box.
asked her yet.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, good. Because I have something else that's coming for you too. I found it right after I sent the other thing. So just so you know.
Right on this. I'll let my mom know. See, it's all going to be safe at the post office. See, my mom had to get a post office
yeah.
box because the feature
That's
now
good to have anyway.
Well, the feature she has at her mobile home park mailbox is that the lock is broken and they don't care. I mean, they said it's a good feature, and so it's getting boxes out in front of the office. So they're not even in front of the house. So no, not a good deal.
Well, but also if you like think you might move like anytime soon too, it's just good to have that PO box so you don't have to keep changing. You could just have it, just go.
Well, yeah, but now I can just send everybody my address, and if they say something gross, the mailbox has to deal, the post office has to deal with it, not me.
Yeah, but also then they won't know where you live. They can actually send you something gross, but not where you live.
Yeah, funny. But I live in an address that hasn't been doxxed. Woo!
Right.
Yep.
Sometimes when like there's stuff online that I have to fill out, it says you can't have a PO box. I write out PEEOHBOXX, and they get away with it. I'm like, don't tell me I can't use a PO box. And then one time they're like, "Do you live there?" I was like, "Yeah, I live in that box. Yeah, I live in
Oh,
it."
I
Like,
bet you do. I saw you I saw that dryer you living there.
True, I am petite. I can fit in things.
I
There you are.
found him.
It
All right,
smells
Triple
weird
B,
in that
back?
dryer. It smells
I
strange.
found him.
Where'd BBB go?
She ran away.
I don't-
Right.
Her,
I don't
her
even-
mom probably needed help.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably
So
setting something
let's
on
be in
fire.
charge.
She'll be back. She'll be back.
Since she left me in charge,
I think you proved it, Chance.
I know. I'm trying. Listen, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm mad at the internet. I'm mad at
Judges,
Lucas.
they
Lucas
say-
obviously did put a silver leg on there after the fact, but
Ooh, what's
my
that?
inner child is offended to the core that he did that because the original
Spock. That's
did not
Spock.
have. He didn't have any damn silver leg. It's a bunch of
Dwarfy Spock.
Yes, Triple B will be back shortly. I just got a message from her. She will be back shortly.
Cool Spock, Snarky.
All right, I'll give it a
it
rest.
looks,
I think
it looks like an old.
I've
This looks like a Funko
right.
Pop.
Does anybody know what the next question was going to be?
No.
Oh,
Now
I
there's
know
a
him.
black person on here. Get off me.
Wait. Oh, he's cute. That looks like my friend.
Oh,
He's
That's
cute.
Tuvok.
He's cute.
Tuvok. Okay.
I have my MC Hammer doll somewhere around here.
oh my God! Everybody,
I used to collect diecast dragsters, funny cars, and NASCARs.
Do you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
remember the Hasbro little little Miss Chit Chat and little Miss Mr. Bump and I used to collect those too. I still have some like Little Miss Sunshine, those little things.
Hi Timo.
That was a good movie.
No, have no idea. I have a lot of action
626 says,
figures.
did someone say black?
No, and I had a lot of action figures too. You know, one time I came home and my cousin's brother, the older one, he took my General Chang and took it outside and shot it up with my BB gun that he wasn't supposed to touch, let alone my action figure. You know that I didn't murder him. I'm a good person.
You deserve a
I'm
medal.
a very good person.
Yes. The only gun I have is a Saltabug gun right now.
And they just don't appreciate it. But if you decide to go the other way for a second, all of a sudden that's all you are.
I'll tell you what.
I'm an itty bitty short leg.
She would have murdered him if it was Data.
Actually, no. I had ones already choked him out one time because he hit my mom. So there was just like I had to control myself, obviously.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember, people, I'm not always this wonderful. It don't
Well,
make
we
me mad.
met your
You wouldn't
mom.
like
She
it when I'm
deserves
mad.
to be protected. It's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I've seen the Hulk. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
it's worse
hulked
than
out and
that.
through an IKEA chair yesterday because I couldn't figure it out. I was trying to put it together, and I'm a.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Of course.
No, it was I caveman like whipped this chair. I was just angry.
Right. And did the chair get put together at all?
No, it's still sitting there.
Did anybody
Sounds about right.
collect the raisins?
California
from-
raisins? I did.
Oh,
yeah,
my
California
gosh.
raisins
Oh my
from
God.
Hard
Yes.
I still have them.
You know, I used to play that song and play with my raisins when we go through the grapevine.
R-E-S-P-C-T. Like,
It was awesome.
oh, the California raisins. Yeah, they're so
You don't
cute.
like them, Chance?
I was just teasing. I just didn't
I
collect
love
them.
them.
That means I didn't collect them. It doesn't mean I didn't like them.
And about that same time, McDonald's came out with Astro Snicks that were supposed to be like takeoffs on Smurfs, but they were green and they were from space.
Remember
and
the
I had
Snork?
one that had a gun, a laser gun, and his name was Gunner.
Do you remember the Snorks? Those were like, well, so my raisins would always play with the Smurfs. Like, but the
Yeah.
Hasbros would not play. They were in their own little world. They would not play with anybody else.
Look at that.
Oh, Toy
Woody.
Story. Yeah,
You know,
there you go.
Hey.
my brother and I would get all our toys together,
Aw.
right? We had Moon Guy and Alien Guy. We had my Barbies. We had the Lego Man. And the Barbies would always come down and destroy the Lego Man. And then we had to fight them off with Moon Guy and Alien Guy.
Love this chick. I don't know her name, but I love her.
So here's a little trivia. Don't know when to look it up, but I almost
Chance?
I have a stuffed animal of this. But what was Garfield's girlfriend's name?
Lasagna.
No, but that's
Oh,
cute.
I'm sorry. I just assumed.
Anybody know?
No, I can't think anything but that sad thing that I know about Garfield that I don't want to tell anybody because it made me so
Everybody
sad.
froze up.
I made long distance calls to cry
Garfield?
about it.
About John Arbuckle being mean and threatening the vet if he was bad?
No.
Maybe Garfield's girlfriend's name was Garfelda.
No.
I don't know, but I like
I
Heathcliff
thought it
better.
was Sonia, but that was Heathcliff's girlfriend.
It
But
was
her name was
Arlene.
Arlene. Yes, with the big old
Arlene.
lips. With the big old lips.
Yeah, Heathcliff was more entertaining than Garfield will
I-
ever be.
I remember the song and everything. It was like Heathcliff, no one
No one
should
should
terrorize
terrify
the
the
neighborhood.
neighborhood. But
There you go.
Heathcliff won't be undone,
He is
playing
great.
pranks on everyone. Whoa!
Whoa. And then they were always like in the trash pile, like with the little fishbone just hanging out, you know.
Yep.
But Sonia was pretty. His girlfriend, she was pretty.
Like,
too.
you know, I couldn't read or anything, but my brother had a Heathcliff comic book of comics, right?
Ooh.
And I remember looking at that all the time, and I made a little storylines to go with it, right? And one time my brother caught me doing that, and he went and told me that I wasn't reading, I was making things up, and a book about cartoons. I mean, like, I don't know, I got in trouble though. There you go.
Yeah, but it's a book. A book is a book, right? Like
Yeah,
I love
but I wasn't reading.
Far
I
Side.
wasn't reading it. I was making up those
When I
films.
was younger, I used to read Heckle and Jekyll.
Yeah,
I had
like
rats.
the Far Side Gallery.
I had
a lot.
rats
I
named
didn't
Heckle
read
and
them.
Jekyll.
Heckle and Jake the Crows, they were cartoons.
Oh yeah,
Right. They were
yeah.
in comic books.
Mhm.
Yep.
I didn't know
There's
they
a
were in
Far
comic
Side.
books.
There's a Far
Yep.
Side joke where the one crow is like, he's on the phone. He's like, "Hey Jim, phone call." Is a thing. I love the Far Side. And I love the Garfield like comic books, the big books.
Hurry, because the timing will. Oh my God, where is it? Are you kidding me? What
Is
in the? Oh,
is this
there
a
it is. There it
random
is. There it is.
box?
Almost. Oh, I'm almost out of time. It says coffee.
Oh, that's good timing. That's
Cool.
awesome.
Cool.
That was my favorite. And the flamingos that were punks, like they had little mohawks that said punk flamingos instead of pink flamingos. I like that one too.
That's cool.
I gotta say this:
Christmas.
Keebler no sugarcoating truth in the chat room said Taco Bell Chihuahuas.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that
Yo
little
Taco Bell.
chihuahua.
I had a Little Caesars puppet that I loved from Little Caesars. He was like
Oh
like
my
little
gosh.
Caesar
Yo
guy.
quiero
remember-
Taco Bell.
I just remember.
Yeah.
I just remember
Yeah.
when
Pizza.
places
Their ad
had,
is wrong now.
I know their pizza sucks.
They don't give you one and then a free one like they used to.
Yeah,
I
they used to give you 2 pizzas for the price of one. It was the biggest doggone box.
Pizza.
Yep.
Do you remember?
I used to
You
manage
guys
a
remember
Little
Spud's?
Caesars during the time when we had Bigfoot pizzas. Do you remember those?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot
Kinda.
about those. Yeah.
my mom was when I was in 4th and 5th grade. She would get Little Caesars pizza for my my special ed classes, right, for my birthday. So we'd have pizza parties, and you know they come in those square ones, right? Get 2 of them each package, right? But it was like way more than the class, you know, could eat, but we ate it all anyways because pigs.
Right, of course. Kids, pizza tastes different at school for some reason. I don't know what it is, but pizza
It's
parties
gross.
like school. It's good. It's good stuff.
At school,
Yeah,
ours
it's like
wasn't
it's
any
because
good.
it's like different and out of the norm. It's like, whoa, we're getting pizza in school for real?
I just
Ian?
got some ice cream, so I'll be
we must
right
have a
back,
good
guys.
cafeteria.
Oh,
Oh,
Keebler
cafeteria pizza was
in
awful.
chat said Alf puppets.
Oh my god, I love them too. Like the
loved
chef
Alf,
Alf
man. I thought he
from
was
Burger
so
King.
cool.
I loved Alf in general. Do you know his
And I
girlfriend's
was
name?
always rooting for him to eat that cat.
I know. I was not, but I remember. But do you know his girlfriend's name? Anybody?
Alf had a girlfriend?
Yeah. Her name
I
was
don't know.
Wanda. I don't know why I know
Ah.
this.
Was she a alien?
She was like him. Yeah, she had like orange hair. I have a little like figure of her somewhere.
Where'd she
Oh,
go
I
from?
remember
He
that.
was the only
I remember
one.
that.
I know. I have no clue. She came out of thin air. I don't know. But Alf is hilarious. Even now, it's funny.
Me.
Well,
Jim says he is
I don't
glow in
think
the
it
dark
weathered
silly
as well as
buddy.
it could have.
BBB, what is our next question?
Yeah,
No. What are you doing? Damn.
I was just showing another toy really quickly. This is a
Yeah.
why
Do
I
that.
got obsessed with film. Little cartridge. There's the $6 million man, the Bionic Man in action,
Ooh.
and there's no sound. You would just crank
Oh,
it.
how
And then the same
cute.
thing with cartoons.
Like a little
I had a-
viewfinder.
That's
Somebody-
exactly.
yeah.
But it was awesome,
That-
and it
yeah.
had Super 8 film in it.
That looks
and
legit. Like,
There
yeah.
were Star Wars. Yeah, there were Star Wars cartridges. You take it out, put the
Ooh.
cartridge back in, and there was one. It was a Snoopy one, and it lit up. It had a light bulb in it and ran on a battery,
Aw.
and it had a big screen. And that's where I became obsessed with 16 millimeter films. 'Cause the film
Yeah.
had film.
That's pretty darn cool.
I had a Snoopy toothbrush. It was his little house, and then Snoopy and the toothbrush came out of his head,
I
and
remember those.
he'd lay on top of his house. I love
Yeah.
that thing.
I always wanted the Garfield phone. Remember the Garfield
I
phone?
ruined it though, because
Did
I
you guys
filled the
you
sink
guys
up with water and let him go swimming. That ruined him.
have you guys heard about that? Have you guys heard about that cargo container that washed up, or most of it washed up on a beach, and to this day they're still getting Garfield phones washing up?
No,
Oh, wow.
sir.
Yeah.
Are you
I've
serious?
heard
By
a
the
couple
way,
of different kind of things like that. Yeah.
TD, in regards to Garfield, do you remember the ones that stuck to your window?
Oh, that was in the movie too. There's a little reference. Yep. They sell them right now for like $15, like on the Cinemark website.
So Fisher Price made these two. This is the Kenner version, and I saved the best. I'm gonna go Vanessa Williams on you. I saved my personal best for last. What I'm wearing here, the shirt Jaws. There was a Jaws game, and you had to fish out bones before the Jaws would get the hook.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I love that. I got that one Christmas as one of my toys, and I sent Chrissy a picture of me.
I was so
getting that
scared.
toy.
I was so scared of Jaws. I think I'm still scared of Jaws.
Talking about games where you have to fish out bones, I used to like Operation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
kind of
Operation
did, but I
was
have an
great.
excessive startle response.
Wait,
so.
Good
wait,
one. That's a great pick.
did you
Great.
guys ever play that surgery simulation game that came out like a while back? And it
No,
was like yeah, you had to do surgery. And it was like the version, it was like a modern day version of Operation. It was so great. And
so
the organs were all slippery, so you couldn't hold on to them and stuff. So hearts were flying everywhere. It's crazy.
Ew. So 622 Shane said school pizza hit on a different level. Thank you, Shane. It did for some reason. I don't know why.
Rectangular.
Yes. Oh,
I
that's
remember Battleship too.
Great.
Oh, I
game.
love that game.
Electronic or regular or both?
So Fat Daddy
Both.
said shrink it.
I
Well,
like
they
the
didn't have
the old version, but I also like the electronic.
Well, whatever. Clue was my favorite game, and it was my favorite movie too.
Oh, I love Clue
Two
too.
good things.
Yeah. Roblox Enjoyer said, "What is this, and how did I find this? By the grace of God. By the grace."
No,
of
I
God.
got when I was a kid, I got pretty good at cheating with cards on all levels, right? Because when I would shuffle them, somehow nobody would pay attention to me, and I would always just sound with the right one. I guess it wasn't Dan; it was me the whole time.
I used to
No,
play
but
memory, and I would knock it out of the park all the time. I have great.
Now there's magic tricks that you do with cards where you're doing sleight of hand and whatnot, and then there's cheating.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm talking about cheating.
Exactly.
Because my grandma made me stop cheating when she explained that it was just beating myself in the face. It's just taking advantage of myself.
I only did that when my brother played because I just never wanted him to win because he was a jerk.
Yeah.
That's why I have to win.
My sister was 6.5 years younger. I always beat her.
This is the toy of The Walking Dead, Merle, the guy that shot me in the head. My brother-in-law gave me this.
That's
Anyway.
cool. Yeah, but there was a time in a place though where I'm really good at games in general. Okay, and if it's a game about memorization, I'll probably win, believe it or not. But at the end of the day, my mom and I used to play like Go Fish and all those kind of games. And for the longest time, you could just see all the reflection of her cards on her glasses, right? And I feel like probably 2 years I waited for her to figure it out, right? Because she'd pick up a card, but did you get any twos? Did you get any threes, right? And she'd be like, how do you keep saying I just got the card? I'm like, well, I don't know, it's really good, Mom. So like 2 years after this, I was like, Mom, it's just so you know, the lighting I see in your glasses. She's just like, this whole time?
That's
like,
actually pretty
Mom,
smart,
this whole time. I cannot read minds, Mom, this whole time.
That's cool. Hilarious. Lost in Space.
Yeah, the B9 robot. It's a more modern toy, but I like it.
Nice.
I don't have a battery, but it talks and everything. I like
Danger,
it.
Will Robinson. Danger.
That's it. Got the little power pack. I love it.
And the robot never pinched anyone inappropriately ever.
Nikki, I've filmed this before, so I don't need to.
Barbie camper van, the glamper. Yes, Mama Dingo. You held on to for years, and my daughter had a glamper, but she also had like the Barbie jet, which I wanted, but it was so expensive. So then she got it for Christmas one year.
My brother had
this. You got a phaser.
My brother had this huge dump truck. My brother had this huge dump truck, so I didn't have a Barbie car, so I used this dump truck as my Barbie car. It was awesome.
Nice.
All right, y'all don't tell my roommate, son, that I'm in his room.
I promise you, I will not.
I gotta hurry up and do this because he'll be back soon.
Oh my! That sounds like a bad.
You know, mine don't work. I let the batteries in.
All right.
So do you guys know what a salta gun is?
Yes.
Or salta bug? I have one, and it's actually really awesome. So I hate bugs, and in fact, there are carpenter bees right now working right here. I can hear them. It's disgusting. Gross.
My mom brought canned soup for me, but she didn't bring any clam chowder, and now I'm gonna cry forever.
Oh, you like clam chowder?
Hey, Chance.
Oh yeah, that's my jam.
You got a Battlestar Galactica
Elf puppet.
what do you call it? Cylon mask?
So Keebler, do you remember the elf puppet that was
1
like a
second.
rocker, like a little rocker with a little like leather jacket? That was the cutest elf. That and the chef elf. Aw, who's that?
That's me. That's me with the Jaws toy I was talking about.
Cute. Your hair is so blonde. Aw.
Yeah, I was really blonde.
Every picture of me with a toy is Miss Piggy. I have Miss Piggy everywhere.
I was really blonde.
Oh, does the eye move back and forth or no?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we were all blonde. I think it had to do with the lead.
That's cool.
No, it's just that when I was a kid, I was very blonde, and my Chinese grandma got harassed all the time because they always said, "What are you doing with those little blonde-haired, kids, with you, right?" And now that I'm older, my hair's like dark. We would never have that problem now.
And don't forget Pez dispensers. Oh, there's candy.
That was the not anymore. Not anymore.
Well,
I don't know what I have, but Chance does.
How many years old is that?
This is a more modern Pez dispenser. I don't think it's that old. It's not
I was
vintage.
thinking the candy.
There has to be some liability with that.
Probably at least 2 years
Chance is
old.
gonna send me some gum from the 70s, and I'm gonna chew it on panel for you guys.
No, not the garbage pail cake gum.
No, it's from the 70s.
Chance.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
I saw you eat popcorn with chopsticks. I want to see you eat Pez with chopsticks.
Ooh.
One
my
second.
gosh.
Let me get my chopsticks.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Do you guys
This is
remember
chopsticks.
joke gum?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Gum that would turn your teeth black, or
Yes.
Yes.
it would be
And-
really hot, or something like that, or taste really
I
sour.
loved in general, like when I was like this, like crybabies or whatever too. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Nice collage.
my dad and I one time went to Julian, and there I found
that?
glow gum and blackjack gum. Very good
What's
stuff.
Julie? What's that?
Julian's a city, and
Oh,
it's it's known for like
Aw, you
pies
were
and
cute.
stuff.
Look how cute.
I'll put 2 in there. All right. So I've been challenged by BBB to eat with chopsticks
Let's see.
as candy. So
You
let me.
eat them upside down. You use them upside down.
I can use them any way I want. Can't I?
I'm just asking.
I'll do that
Okay,
one.
listen.
I did it the way you wanted it.
Wait, that's a big Pez. That looks like a big Pez to me for some reason.
No, look, it's just the angle.
Oh, okay.
It's just the camera angle.
He did it.
Yep. I'll have 3.
All right, now eat my can of soup with your chopsticks.
Now bring Sarah some clam chowder.
There you go.
Somebody said Tiny Chance. Tiny Chance.
Tiny Chance.
That sounds like a band
These
name.
are drumsticks too.
Like, hey, are you the singer of Tiny Chance? Yeah. I like
All right,
Pez.
guys.
Pez are pretty good.
Ready for the next question?
Do what now? What was that, Trophy?
Are you guys ready for the next question? I had 5, but I
Yes.
think we're gonna get through 2.
Let's do it.
Oh, right. We're going to do 2 this time. Amazing.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
All right, I'm listening.
Well, I know. I'm just reading the 4 other questions and figuring out which one I want to use.
We'll do the funniest one, obviously.
Okay. Share a memorable story involving one of your favorite childhood toys.
Ooh, good one. Who wants to go first?
Tell
Jim,
it
why don't
what?
you go first? You never go first, Jim.
I'll
Tell
put
it
you
what?
first.
Look alive, Jim.
All right, the question one more time, Trophy.
Share a memorable story involving one of your favorite childhood toys.
It's going to go back to putting that bottle together of the Mustang.
That's
My
definitely
Mustang. Yeah, because it involved intricately putting it together, and also having my brother-in-law put one together, and just along those lines, because a lot of things I learned about taking care of cars, he taught me, And the fact that we both got those for Christmas at the same time, it just made it extra good.
Nice.
Oh, I have a comment from Jerry Dobson. He says, "How about Shrinkadinks?"
Yeah, Shrinkadinks were something that. Hold on, let me turn my camera back on.
It sounds very adult, but it's not. It sounds like something you don't
no,
want if you're a guy.
but
Shrinkadinks.
it's actually
cream colors are good.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Cold factor. Okay, so I remember taking the little sheets of like plastic and cutting them out, and then like drawing on them with the marker, and then we'd put them in the oven, and they'd get all thick, and then we'd drill a little hole in them and put them on fishing line and hang them in the windows so that they were like ornaments. I did Shrinkadinks a lot. I liked Shrinky.
There's a question for the ladies on my Facebook feed. Okay, question for the ladies. Who had an easy bake oven? Says Jerry Dobson of Nostalgia World on Facebook.
I did not, but my dad had a oven for his creepy crawlers, but it didn't work.
Well, I had two because I wanted to make cupcakes and cakes at the same time.
Cool.
I had two. I was a multitasker from a very early age. From a very early age, I was like, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna make that, I'm gonna make some brownies. I need more than one.
TD said her phone died, so she'll be back.
Okay.
Me and my friends took my sister's easy bake oven outside and put a firecracker in it.
Oh,
yeah. See, I would have to. You would be sorry if you did that to me.
Okay, we're gonna go to Wajamin because, like, I love the Etch-a-Sketch, and still today, if my brain gets scrambled, I shake it to clear it so that I can move forward. The Etch-a-Sketch was amazing because you could just turn the knobs just right and make a single line draw anything. And I used to do some really, really intricate art on my Etch-a-Sketch. And you know what was really funny is trying to read the comics or trying to read in the car when we were on a long car trip or something. I would always get car sick. But when I had the Etch-a-Sketch, my grandparents would always be like, "You're not car sick?" No.
That's funny.
Memory unlocked. You just unlocked another memory, BBB.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Achievement.
Road trip. You're talking about road trips. I love the little you should do this on your maybe a brain bender's, or I'll do it. I'll do a picture, but it was a little thing that showed all of the license plates of all 50 states, and you had a little sliding red piece of plastic, and when you saw,
it was at the bingo, the bingo cards, right?
Exactly, it's like bingo.
Yes.
It was a cardboard.
It was the travel
square
bingo cards.
Yeah, it was like a square card. I love that. Sorry.
No, it's fine because I had those square bingo cards as well, but then sometimes you would have license plates from different states on the slide cards because you bought them in a pack, and then the other ones were colors. So you'd have red, green, blue, like all the different colors, and like you'd be able to slide it over, and whoever got bingo in the car first. But yeah, my grandparents always kept me very entertained in the car because I get very car sick. So they tried to keep my mind off of everything else.
They had a card for animals too, like cows.
Yeah,
horses,
and then they also had it for states, like license plates. Like, I do remember those little bingo cards with the free square that you'd slide the little red window over. I remember
the plates were the best, in my opinion. I love the license plate.
I think so. And then we would always drive down the road and go like, "What's a song that has the word blue?" And all of us kids would be like, "Blue suede shoes. I'm blue." Well, like, we would just like burn out.
Well, my cousins and I and my brother and my mom would all be in the car as my dad was driving, right? And since we are poor, we don't buy things for the car to play with, right? What we did is I took control and I said, "Hey, we said a thing, and then the last letter of the thing we said, you gotta start that out. The next thing had to be starting with the end of the last letter, right? So if we said cat, then the next thing had to be like tree, right?" And my youngest cousin, the one that lives with me, he was not very good at that game, but he came up with Kit on a Stick one time, and that's been a family treasure ever since. Good times.
I have to reply to Fab Daddy 44 in chat. Slug Bug. I remember playing that on the road.
Oh,
a VW bug, you slug somebody.
Yeah, I still have bruises until the day I realized, dodge, bitch.
Family show.
Family show.
I'm just saying.
For the fellas, what
sibling.
about Tonka toys? I loved Tonka toys. I had a phase where I loved those big
front end loader.
Yeah, man. Yeah, backhoe. Yeah. Yep.
What'd you call me?
Well, I remember like riding with my siblings, and when my brother would hit, like he would stick his knuckle out. So when he would play slug bug, I would have knots in my legs and my arms, like knots. And so when I realized what a Dodge was, I was very excited.
A Dodge is a pickup too, you know.
Yeah. And I told him, Dodge, because I'm coming back for you.
But nobody said the best toy of all at a certain age, the Atari console, when you could play home video games or Coleco in television.
Okay,
Yeah, man,
I was born in 1982, and then when my
Right.
grandma died, I was an 8th grader. My grandpa gave me the choice between the ColecoVision or the Atari, and I chose ColecoVision because that was my thing. I love that thing. So ColecoVision, is the best.
Yeah.
I did a lot of those
We
games.
lost Snarky too.
Atari Space Invaders really frustrated me.
Yeah. I just really always thought that ColecoVision was more of a challenge. That the controllers were harder to use for the games. They can only go so fast, but I beat a lot of them.
Shane says gaming systems are not toys. What does the panel say about that? Is it a toy? Yes or no?
I said the VCR was a toy as well. It was my favorite toy, as a matter of fact.
It all depends on the person and like what they consider toys. It's perception.
I gotta say this: when I was really young, I used to like melting crayons on a heat register. My parents hated it, but it was so much fun.
This is probably why we joined the military there, Army.
Yeah.
You melt things?
Yeah, burn up things. I was burning Army little men on the light bulbs, so.
Yeah, that's why we're military. There you go.
There you go. Hey, so Jim said the yo-yo. I remember learning so many tricks with the yo-yo where I would walk the dog and like come back and forth and like go down and come back up. Like I thought I was the shiznick when I had my yo-yo. Like I had some talent with the yo-yo.
I'm a trendsetter.
Instead of a yo-yo, I had clackers.
Oh my gosh,
clackers, the two balls that would swing apart.
Oh, crack, 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 crack,
Yeah.
crack. And if you miss, ouch.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the yo-yo ball? It's for everybody who couldn't do yo-yo.
Yeah.
And
then
I bucked my eye with one of those.
What was that big red rubber ball that had a handle on it and you could sit on it and hop?
Tim, I'm gonna play something for you. Hold on. I'm gonna play the trailer again for tonight because we're gonna go through all the things on the pictures that I put on here.
That's the one I used to like.
Yeah, just give me 1 second to hide.
And I like
comment.
the sit and spin. The sit and spin when I was a toddler.
Right,
sit and spin. I can sit and spin.
Are you ready?
Day. Woo!
You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna look at all the
Ready.
pictures because we're coming back.
Such a
So
cool
there we
video.
go.
Did you guys ever have?
Perfection game.
Did anybody have a Pokeball?
Nuts. Yes.
I love Pokeballs, man. Pokeballs and Pokeballs were like so fun.
I think
like
that's
Chance
what
is
Tim
right.
was talking about.
But Tim was Chance is right. Sit and spin. Now that's where it's at.
Sit and spin was fun.
What was the
Because you could
game
just
that
make yourself dizzy.
What was the thing that you used to play where there was a ball on a rope attached to a pole and you would
Tetherball?
Yeah, that was
Tetherball.
fun.
Yeah, that was fun until I missed the ball and hit the thing stupid pole and my wrist hurt.
Foursquare was fun.
Shane's asking for the link. He says those are fighting words about the console being a toy. He does not think the Atari system is a toy or the ColecoVision and television or anything.
Well,
There's one behind me.
I
in the
think the VCR is a
background,
toy as well.
Is
The TV was a
Snarky
toy
coming
too.
back? Sarah?
What?
Is Snarky coming back?
I don't know. I didn't get a message from her, so I have no idea. I'm just assuming yes.
Hey guys, I gotta head out, but I had a lot of fun.
Thanks, Tim.
Cool, Tim.
Thank you for
Thanks
your
for joining
service. And you know, I think about you guys every Memorial Day, every Veterans Day. Sincere respect. Thank you.
I think about everybody when I sit and spin.
You're welcome. Anyways,
Thank
thank you for your service too, Chrissy. I really respect you for doing what you did. And I got your 6.
Hey, don't make me cry on my live stream there, bud.
This week.
Okay, Navy. We'll talk to you later. Take
All
care,
right, bye,
guys,
Army.
gals.
Bye, Army.
Later, Tim.
Bye.
Okay, so Snarky coming back or not?
I don't know. I always assume yes.
Well, I'm just saying, I think we should send Sig a link because he's got a lot to say about the Atari. So I think Chance should send him a link.
With your permission, I'll do so.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
I
But I
like
don't want
to
anyone to
say
feel
yes.
alienated. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, let's just
Oh,
do it.
Snark
and
just
let's
said
move on.
something. Guess what? Is she coming back? Is she coming back?
I don't know. You'll have to figure that out.
Chicken butt.
Ooh.
Chicken butt. It says.
Did
chicken
Jim
butt.
already answer the question?
I didn't, and no, I don't think half the panel did not answer it yet.
Okay,
I
Jim.
just asked if Jim did.
We're making Jim big.
What was the question?
That I have to know too. I forgot.
A memory of your favorite toy.
Your memory. He was telling about his models.
Yeah, that model car, and yeah, I had finished with that particular story. I went
Okay.
first for this question.
Okay, so let
Hi,
me.
TD.
Hi.
It's back in
Welcome back.
mode.
Look
Move
who I
people
found.
around. What do you have to show? Here, hold on.
My MC Hammer.
Right. That's
Wait a minute,
cool.
Look
Where's
what else
Vanilla
I found.
Ice? Where's Vanilla Ice?
Well,
Wait a
no,
minute.
he's gonna talk to him on his flip phone. Hold on.
Hammer time.
Vanilla
Yeah.
Ice is calling on the little flip phone. And then also, anybody want a mixtape, a mixed CD? Because he's got a CD case for you right here. And I found an Alf sticker, a Puffy sticker.
That is neat.
I
Okay,
know.
Snarky, we'll see you the next time. And as soon as your battery's charged and all that.
Love you,
yes.
Snarky.
That's
No, I
he's
was
my
Snarky.
brother, but this is my Smurf bathing suit. Oh my god, he's so cute. I don't know if you can see it that good, but that's me.
Well,
I was
I
like
mean, you
4.
No.
I had a Smurf bathing suit, and then here's my homie. Remember homies?
No.
Yeah.
You could get them in
it-
like the 50-cent machine.
One of my favorite toys that I wasn't allowed to play with, but I wanted to play with all the time, was the Annoyed from Domino's.
What was the wrong with the Noid? I don't understand. People like really didn't like the Noid for some
Well, they
You
didn't
made your
like
pizza
that
funny.
Andy even more, so there you go.
Yeah, him and like Spuds McKenzie was another one. Joe Camel from the Camel Cigarettes was totally cool.
That was cool.
Yeah,
I
a
just
lot
like
of
the
flack.
Marlboro Man. The Marlboro Man's hot. Okay.
the Marlboro Man.
Deal with
But he's
it.
not a
Deal with
toy.
it.
I think Joe is like more of a toy.
So on 90 Day
Listen,
Fiance, there's
all
someone's
toys.
mom who slept with the Marlboro Man for sure, for like
Ooh.
legit in real life. Yeah, look how cute little Alf is with this old TV. It was on my caboodle. It was on my caboodle.
There's a lot from Jerry Dobson on Facebook, guys, that I don't think we're seeing. Who had the largest Magic 8-ball? I love that. The Magic 8-ball.
Snark and
I had a Magic 8-ball, and I love that thing. I used to shake
Oh,
it
my son still has
until
one.
it told me the future that I wanted.
Right?
Well, anyways, on that note, the 8-ball, I never had one, but every time I went to Toys R Us, the first thing I would do is go grab an 8-ball and ask them if I would ever get a Star Trek uniform. There you go. I'm a nerd. Move on.
Wait, did you get one?
8 ball,
one.
but I
Signed
also
20,
have
yeah.
a Magic 8 Ball Yoda.
Ooh.
Oh, I had one of those too from
Yoda 8-ball?
Pizza Hut.
Yep.
You had a
Isn't it
Yoda
crazy?
8-ball.
Yeah, they
Like,
came in
there's
Pizza Hut. When the first Star Wars movie came out, right? Pizza Hut was doing a big old thing about Star Wars and stuff, and so they had the toys, and one of them was Yoda with the 8-ball in it.
Huh. They had great toys. They don't do that anymore. Like, there's no like good
Okay.
toys and Happy Meals.
Let me. Okay.
Remember
What
McDonald's
are
had
those
those hamburgers that
nefarious
transformed into
sounds?
robots?
Oh my
Do you
God,
guys remember
Transformer
McDonald's?
hamburgers? Yeah.
Do you guys remember McDonald's having the Disney cups?
Yes.
Like the glass, like
Yeah.
I still have 12 of those.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I like the
they have
Muppets
Snow
glasses.
White.
Remember the
They have
Muppets?
Snow White, and I have so many Disney cups that were like the original, like you got from McDonald's.
Those are the
cups.
best ones. They're sturdy and they
are.
don't
You
fade.
can wash them, and you stick your whole hand in there and clean them, and they don't.
Yes, and they don't fade. It's crazy.
Yeah,
These
I
were the
don't know what
best. Look at this. This is glass, and they had
Hold on, let me
moving
forget.
tie-ins. Would you call
Hold on.
these toys? I don't know, but you had to buy
Hold
a
on,
certain.
Chance, I'm moving you there. Hold on.
This is that's big enough. This is for
Big enough.
Superman the movie,
Big
a
enough.
Pepsi glass, Superman the movie.
Yes.
I have the whole set. They're glass. I have the
That's
Star
how
Wars
my
one.
Disney glasses look for
Yeah.
McDonald's. Like,
I have
Burger
a few of
Chef
those
did Star Wars,
from
but this is before
Pizza
it went
Hut.
to cheap plastic. This is real glass.
right.
Quality
I
item.
remember I got even like the 12 Days of Christmas, and I remember getting like the milking maids and milking.
What?
I remember getting that from McDonald's. Like,
You
glasses.
were the consumer they were targeting. You had to get every single one, right?
I did, and if I cried, my grandparents said, "Okay."
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I have one Smurf cup I got at a trash and treasure sale, but it like is solid. It will not die. Like, it's so great.
Well, I have
Well,
some
then don't give it to me because I'll
root beer
probably
ones
break it.
that my grandparents
Check
left
this
me.
out.
My grandparents left me some A&W root beer glasses
Oh,
from
those
the
are the
50s.
best.
Yeah,
The best.
they're
Yeah.
so thick.
You could put them in the freezer, and then they're good beer mugs.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
You know
absolutely.
what these are, guys?
Just not
These
big enough.
are film ads for the Kenner Star Wars toys. There's the Millennium Falcon television commercial, 30-second spot from Montclair Print Productions, and there's one for the Land Speeder Kenner toy. Kind of talking about toys, but not really. And then you open it up, and it's just got to play it on a projector.
Oh, cool. That's
It's a
really cool.
reel-to-reel film of a commercial.
Oh, wow.
First generation original print.
Oh, yeah. Well, I came with a
In the
cassette
case.
tape. Yeah, dude. Whatever.
I used to make mixtapes off of the radio. I'm cool too.
I used to take a little
Me
tape
too.
recorder when the DJ would go, "And who is this?" And I go, "Click."
Make sure Shane got the link. I sent it to him on Facebook.
He's
private
there.
message.
He's down at the bottom.
Oh, I'm right here.
Good.
What's up, Shane?
Pay attention, Chance.
Shane?
Welcome,
He's got a bone to
Shane.
pick with the panel.
Do you want to see my abs?
All right, Shane, pick your bone.
I have to say the first bone I have to pick really is with apologies ahead with Sarah.
What's up?
Yeah.
I do not consider the VCR a toy. That's an appliance.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you know
That
what? You know, they have toys that make food, so that's still an oven, right? But see, as a kid,
True.
right, I was the only one in the household
Now.
besides my dad who could run a VCR. So for me, it was a toy because it was fun.
That's one
Yeah.
I can't get my head around. The Easy Bake Oven. Is that a toy or an appliance? I mean,
Well,
you're making
mine's still in the
food with
box
it.
in my mom's attic, so I never got mine. So that's why I don't like to bake. But you know what? You know what my boyfriend has? A VCR DVD combo. I just
Yep,
found
got
it.
one. Toshiba, yep. They're great.
Yeah. But aren't
Is it a
they
TV? Does it have a TV or is it just the converter?
No, it's just the the dual. My son was like, "What is that?" He was like, "Oh my god!" I was like,
I had a
"Kind of like peanut butter
double-decker-
and jelly in the same."
I had
thing,
a
though."
double-decker VCR that we used to copy the tapes from Blockbuster and then turn them. And I
You
still can't remember
pirate.
to rewind the freaking tapes.
I am turning you in. That is blackmail. I am turning you in for not liking Grease because of that. I'm
Okay, look, I would like to see what your son
Go
would
ahead.
do seeing an
What's the
8-track.
statute of limitations? irritation. Oh my
I
gosh,
don't know,
my
but you're
parents. So my
nefarious.
dad has one in his garage because he would like do woodwork, and so I just showed my son was like, "Why are they so big?" I'm like, "Because that's an 8-track."
It's an 8
Real
track.
quick, make me big just for 1 second. This is for Sarah. Just I promise I'll
Okay.
give you
Make me big.
60 seconds, and then we'll get to Shane. I'm
here.
all right.
Here.
To your point,
maybe-
this is
Where do
a
you keep all these toys?
I made this with this girl Deb, a Space 1999 bootleg VHS set. What I did, I took the laser disc.
You're a criminal.
And you could record Laserdisc onto VHS in high quality using an old school TV, you know, like with a tube, not an LED.
Yeah.
And look at the artwork. I mean, so much better.
That's a gift.
I
Yeah.
took these pictures, like we scanned them into a computer back in the year, I think, 2001 or so.
Did you appreciate that?
Made the whole set. This is just fan made. We made these together. They're awesome. Look at
Wow.
that, Sarah.
They look legit.
That's
I know.
awesome.
And I even wrote the descriptions of the
Yeah.
episodes.
Really?
Well, I was still in high school, and I still couldn't spell Star Trek right. And there you go.
3 episodes per tape. Okay, 3 episodes per tape. I did them on T160s, which are like basically 3-hour tapes in the good speed. That's all I just say.
Yes,
Sarah
that's nice.
could have
That's
used
very
those
nice.
with her Star Trek stuff. She had no idea which episode she was watching at what time.
But the thing is, I know that I'm recording them off of like the TV, right? We don't even have cable, so everything is like snow. I watched the mirror back years later, and I'm like, I can't even tell what's happening here.
Like
My
you gotta
eyes
like
are
turn it
bleeding.
a certain way.
Yeah, we were, and that was the best picture we got that day because that's when we recorded it. Oh my gosh!
You're like, oh wait, I forgot about this one.
Yeah, I just find like the past was not always the best, but the memories of trying to get the antenna in the garage to work is just amazing.
Yes.
Got one person out there for hours.
Saturday Night Live in my
Is it working
basement.
now?
in
Is it
one
working
spot.
now? And everyone's like, don't move it again. Now move it again. You know?
Right? Put your arm up.
Right?
Kids these days, they'll never know.
Now Shane's going to blast me about the Atari console, I think.
Ooh,
I
had
like the Atari
television.
console. It had one button and a joystick, and you could.
Same
It
with the
didn't have
television.
all of
paddles.
this.
And the
The
paddles,
television
too.
had like one
Yeah,
little
but it
circle
didn't
thing.
have all of this. Like when my daughter's telling me, hit X, hit Y, hit underneath, hit this buttons, hit that buttons, hit this buttons, hit that button. I'm just like, no, give me
I
my.
just tried Fortnite and it was the same. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
I was really,
Another
really,
good toy,
really
guys?
good at Donkey Kong.
What about
Oh, yeah.
Mattel Electronics football, the handheld consoles
Yes,
before
yes.
the Game
Oh
Boy?
my gosh, yes.
Soccer,
yeah,
I had
the
all
big
those.
ones.
Tetris.
There's Shane.
Dude, I even like there's a Tiger electronic games that they had that were really terrible.
I just found my
I
first
love
PlayStation.
that. All right,
PlayStation
Shane's
1.
got a lot to say.
Joystick.
Look at his face. Look at his face. He's
That's
got
what
a
she
lot.
said.
Go. Did you win at the casino? First of all, did you win?
That's not him. Montero was the one at the casino.
Oh, I thought he was going too. I thought.
No, they're
No,
different
the other
places.
black guy.
I'm
Yeah,
the
he
winner. Okay.
Ooh. Honest mistake.
Well,
Look here.
the other one, he's abandoning us. So
Yeah, he's at the
Ooh.
casino. So
Look here. Let's look at. Let's take a little tour here. This whole game console thing.
cribs.
This is my newest Xbox. These are my other Xboxes. These are not toys. Okay. These things
But you
are.
play them. You play them.
These are things at a
They're-
distance with a
they're not
controller. Okay, and
I-
let's go back to the
say
Atari.
I wouldn't necessarily say that like a dishwasher's a toy, but if they had toy dishwashers, then they would consider it a toy,
Oh, that was me. I love the toy vacuum. Oh my god, I love it.
right? They're toys too.
I mean, I hear you.
let's
I
let
think
That
Shane
was
speak.
indoctrination at its best.
Shane, would you give me this? Maybe it's not a toy, but could you say it turns your TV into a toy?
It's entertainment.
It's a conduit to turn your television into a toy.
You
in a
play
sense.
it.
It's a conduit to hand-eye coordination and in a sense of learning.
toy.
It's an
toy.
extracurricular activity.
Yeah.
I can't put it in the lines of a toy because a toy is more or less something that is to be universally abused, like your Hot Wheels, like your Legos, like your
Oh,
all that
You had all your
little
friends over to come
stuff
play
like
games.
that.
You
A
had all your
gaming
friends over to come play
system.
games.
A gaming
Wait, let me ask that
system.
13-year-old. Hey, Beckett. Beckett. I need your insight. Come here. As he was just playing
Oh,
his
that's
PlayStation
her
5.
boy, I guess, her son.
Yeah.
Alexa.
He's my Alexa. Alexa, make my son come here.
Shane, don't make me big. You can see it close enough. That's to your point, there's a die-cast Revel, Dale Earnhardt, right before he got killed. Dale Earnhardt sealed car. I love it. It's not worth much, but I just love it anyway because I like Dale Earnhardt.
All right.
I went to his memorial at Talladega Speedway.
I didn't know he died.
When I was out there. Yeah,
He died in 2003.
Yeah.
2003.
I don't know.
To be clear, Dale Earnhardt Sr., she's so young, TD, compared to me. Maybe she's thinking of Junior. Junior's still alive. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I still don't NASCAR. NASCAR's I don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm a respectable person who doesn't drive in circles.
So Becca said, no, it's not a toy. It's an entertainment device.
Well, so we have a child's perspective. Or young man. Sorry, sir, if you're listening, young man.
No, he's in his bedroom right now. He just got a shower. So.
Yeah, that's where I would put the VCR. I put the VCR on the same line
True.
with a gaming
it brought me
console.
You
joy
could like take it
to
to your
toys.
friends and like pass it around. So I guess it wouldn't really be.
No, but we could pass around the tapes that we made, and that was part of it too, right? With games, you do the same thing, Barbies, all that stuff. You play with them, you pass them around. Your friends came over and watched them.
You
and
enjoy
it's the thing,
them.
too. But I like with my friends that we all made together too. I think it's all relative of toys because it made you happy. I mean,
It's
they're
not a
adult toys too,
necessity, right?
Right.
Right.
They're adult toys too,
I
right?
have a
So,
point to make if I can make a point.
yes, ma'am.
It's only your show.
By all
Well,
means.
thanks. I'm just going to move us around really fast just because I have a point that my grandfather made to me when I was a child. So give me a second. Let me fix this. Okay. So when my grandfather was a little boy, they were very, very poor and they grew up during the Depression and stuff. And my grandfather would take wood and he would whittle it into toys. He had a horse and he had a duck and he had some things that he still had to his dying day. And that he whittled with a knife. And he remembers his older brother losing an eye from stabbing himself in the eye with a knife. But at the same time, they were toys because it's what they had.
But I
it's
could
what
hear
they
his mom
had
say,
that
like,
they
"That's
could
not a
play
toy."
with.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so people could say it's not a toy or
I mean, a shank's not a toy, but it'll put your eye out.
Right.
Man, yeah, not even a range rider, just a knife.
I just think that it's perspective. Like
True.
Shane is saying it's not a toy, it's an electronic, it's an entertainment. And I agree. However, when I was a little girl, transitioning from my grandparents to my parents, I didn't have any toys. So I took a sock and stuffed it with some other stuff and sewed some buttons on it and carried it around like a little doll. And to me, that was a toy.
Did you name it? Did you come up with a name?
It was Dolly.
Oh,
you're a creative person. I love that.
I have a Dolly.
So
My
I
aunt
mean,
used to make me those.
toys are what we feel in our heart is fun, I think.
Right,
Well,
and
yeah,
enjoyable and something you can tangible that you could.
But I'm going
hold.
to put Shane back because he does have a valid point as well. So
Well, Snarky also mentioned a record player. That's kind of a device. It's like my sister had the Donnie Marie record player. Anyway.
To Sarah, she was playing with the VCR because she
if it were
was
for
interchanging things and
right, for
figuring
that
it
my
out.
life,
And-
I never would have done TV video. I never would have done a lot of things because that to me was fun. I had a great time learning the VCR,
Right.
fixing the VCRs.
Right.
It was toys for me. It was things
Right.
I got to do. I mean, Barbies were toys too, but if it made me happy, they were toys.
Would you guys give me 1 minute? I'm going to go get Dolly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
we'd
you
like
go
to
have
meet
her?
Dolly. Hey guys, Riddle. What is the ultimate toy that you can pass around that comes right back to you?
Chance. Oh, sorry.
Oh, the
Boomerang.
Slinky, right?
There you go.
Boomerang.
There you go,
Yeah.
Chrissy. There you go.
I'll always come back. Come back.
I don't know, Sarah. That makes me think of log. It's log. It's log. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood. It's log. It's log. It's better than bad. It's good. Come in and get your log. Everybody loves a log. 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 Log.
SNL has a lot of funny
Slinky
commercials and stuff.
jingle.
But there's a thing called a potty putter. Have you guys ever seen that?
Oh yes, it's a
I
real
thought
thing.
that was a
yes.
SNL thing for the longest time until I realized it was a real thing, and I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's
Yep.
a toy.
Golf on
You
the
said it was
toilet.
No,
really-
it's a real thing.
and you golf.
You can golf while you're pooping.
What a toy.
I think my always go-to is gonna be Legos. I grew up Lego maniac. I don't have really my collection anymore. I gave it to one of my nieces
Aw.
because she was getting into Legos, and I just gave her all my stuff.
Legos
But
are
Zach, you
the
Lego
little
maniac.
ones. You like the little ones, like the tiny
all
ones.
of
Mhm.
just random pieces.
Just building.
This
Yep.
is one I have. I just put this together.
Ooh.
Boba
Sarah, can you
Fett's
make him big?
ship.
Yes,
Please.
sir.
Wow.
I'm not trying to
Yeah,
tell you what to do.
that's
Yeah.
not how I play Legos.
It's
No, not at all.
Boba Fett's ship Slave
Wow.
One.
We were talking about that earlier. You
And
probably weren't here. Yeah. I have the
What-
Cargo Night on Solo. I'll shut the hell up. Go ahead.
Yeah, growing up,
You're gonna get Chance really
Family
excited.
show.
He gets really excited with Star Wars.
growing up, I just never gave up with Legos, and it became more of a thing now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I would used to build a set, and okay, I'm done with this, and then just take all the parts off of it and create new stuff. But
I
Have you
can't
this
been to
wait to
one,
Legoland? Have you been
That's
to
cool,
Legoland?
dude. Hold it up again, please.
Yeah. Have you gone to
this
Legoland
one,
though? I hear
not
it's
yet.
no.
We got one here in
So cool.
Atlanta.
Oh.
Um,
Mhm.
but I
You
want
can
to
fit
take
Plaza Mall.
one of
Yeah.
my nieces. I want to
Yeah.
take my niece to it.
It's expensive.
It'd
Is
be kind
it
of weird to go in there by
I am
myself.
not too
Yeah,
far
oh
from
yeah,
Legoland
it ain't
here.
cheap. it
but
ain't
you have
cheap.
kids?
You
Well,
gotta
I'm
look at
gonna
the
have to
kids.
want to leave, right?
No,
No.
out here where I live, I'm not that far from Legoland, so I just don't have money.
So
I'm poor.
I want to go to Dollywood really bad, but also Atlanta has the best Dave and Buster's. It has the best Dave and Buster's.
Yeah. Delk Road. Yeah.
But
One of them. Yeah.
That's pretty
what
cool.
what I'm kind of trying to say here with this is like putting this like something like this, putting this together,
Mhm.
it doesn't come off as a toy to me anymore. It's a model.
True, or something you might
Mm.
do for your niece too, like something you might put together for somebody maybe.
One
Shane,
of
the
your
loose ones, yeah, you make a great point. The loose ones can be a toy, like where you're just creating your own toy, but something
Mhm.
where you're following the instructions is like a model.
Right.
That's a great
Right, a
point.
project. It's a project, yeah.
yeah, one of your panelists was talking. I think it was Tim was talking about the model cars.
Jim
Um,
was, yeah. Hmm.
I don't see the model car as a toy, especially
I
when
mean,
you put together. I see that
Right.
more as a model, something you put it together and boom,
Or a
it
tchotchke.
Fair
sits.
point. You can't play with it; it'll get wrecked. Yeah.
I think of
Yeah,
models
leave it
as a
alone.
punishment. I think
Fragile.
models are a punishment because I suck at them. It's a punishment. to
Yeah.
me.
That's how I feel about Barbies in the box. I want to rip them all out. Like, I just can't take it. I just want to rip them all out.
I got to show you guys. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Show us. Show us.
God, I haven't shown anybody this thing.
Ooh.
Golly!
Family show. I'm just kidding.
I
Let's see
haven't
it,
attached
Dolly. Let's see Dolly. It's Dolly. It's Dolly.
Dolly.
Oh my gosh, that's more extensive than I really thought.
I just it was a sock.
Aw.
I was just thinking of
Oh,
a sock.
sweet.
I'm
And then
boring.
it's actually made with newspaper.
Aw, look at Dolly.
Oh hell
Nope.
yeah.
Still
That's
going
amazing.
strong. See? And you made her. Aw. So did
That's
did
actually
Sierra
cute.
have like a little wubby, like a little thing that she carried around?
She had real stuff. I bought her real stuff. Like,
Mhm.
I didn't want her to have my trauma.
That's not trauma. That's wonderful.
It's my toy that I created.
First toy. Stuffed
Right.
animals for most people, their first toy.
Exactly.
So
Like mine
I
was
bought
Mickey.
my
Yep.
daughter pound puppies, and then
I love pound
think
puppies. Yeah.
my
love pound puppies.
grandmother literally fought her way into a store and got me a Cabbage Patch doll in the 80s, and she said
yep.
she had to fight for it.
Yeah, my mom did too, and I didn't like
I
it.
got
didn't
I
like
got
her.
Sandra. And Sandra.
That's my mom's name.
Well,
I had-
my dad used to take the Cabbage Patches, and when we lived in Long Beach, he'd take the Cabbage Patches and he'd give him a kiss goodnight, and then he would have said they want to give you a kiss goodnight, and then he'd slap it on our foreheads with it, so we'd all have bruises in the morning when we woke up. Good times. He did it every night,
So
and that's
mine
why I
was
decided
in
I
Trixie,
didn't like being
and
tucked
I
in
freaked
anymore.
out. I freaked out because
It
Trixie's
looks
like a stripper name.
like
so.
everything is held together with knots, and then I used little safety pins.
Oh my gosh, how
little
cute!
safety pins.
Where are her eyes?
All the more
Well-
to not see you with.
Her
It's
buttons
the Helen
fell
Keller
off.
doll. I'm sorry, too soon.
Her buttons fell off. She had
Oh,
buttons on her
oh,
face.
it happens.
Yeah.
I have a hot glue gun and googly eyes if you need to borrow from Girl Scouts. from '88.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
this was a toy to me.
Yeah, absolutely. See, my aunt made me that. We couldn't afford like Cabbage Patches and like Care Bears, so my aunt she got the pattern, and then she'd sew like the stuffing and made me little like Care Bears and Cabbage Patches and stuff. But yeah, I had a Cabbage Patch
That
named
was
Trixie.
really hard
I
for
didn't
me to
like it.
show. That was
Really?
really difficult.
Why?
Because it was something deep in my heart that I have never told anybody about,
Aw.
and I just
Aw.
revealed it.
Well, way to be vulnerable. There's nothing.
Thank you for
I'm
sharing.
telling you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Let me
yes.
clean up
Like
my eyes
Chance,
here.
like Chance said, thank you for sharing. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You should be
I've
able to
always
share
been
that stuff.
embarrassed of her. Like I keep her in a box.
Don't be embarrassed. You better bust Dolly out. You better
Put her on
bust
a
her on out.
shelf.
Nobody
We're
put
gonna
Dolly
start
on a
mass
shelf.
producing.
You better sew those
stuffed
button eyes back on her.
newspaper dolls.
There you go. It could be a good craft. Like I actually bought my cats these little kickers. It's an in-sync like pattern, and then they have like crinkle inside, and they love that for some reason. And they sold them at the local fair. And yes, they like in sync because Kevin is a homosexual feline, right, Kevin? So Pride Month is coming up. He's got his Pride bow ready. See, look at him over there. Look, Kevin
Oh my
Webby from
gosh.
Heavy. Oh, his name's Kevin Michael James Alejandro Villa Senor Davis.
Kevin.
Kevin Michael James Alejandro Villa Senor Davis at first. Yeah. And then there's Charlotte Johansson, but she's thicker than a Snickers. She's somewhere around here. But I thought there was a bat in here. That's why I was freaking out when you saw me like looking, because there's been an abundance of bats, and 3 got my house last year, and 1 in my office. So I was like,
I have a better toy now.
Yeah, family show. Never mind.
No.
She stays close to my feet. She won't leave me. She's my shadow.
Aww.
This is Noni.
So
My
MC
birds are
Hammer
my
said,
mom's.
"Hey, Dolly,
I'm
you want to go
lonely.
out sometime?"
Pug?
It's a pug, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. The only problem is I got gypped. Like I shake her like Men in Black, but she don't cuss at me.
Oh, I'll cuss for you.
But we
Would you
can
like me
hear
to
it
cuss right
snoring
now?
sometimes.
No.
We can hear the snoring sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because like everybody will say, like, Chrissy, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? Like,
Yeah.
Or they don't know
that's
if you're
my
sleeping
dog
in the
under the
dog.
desk. That's my dog under the desk.
Everyone's like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just my baby.
Yeah, I would say, why don't you ask me the other question? Because I'm starting to not feel so good again.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Jesus, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I derail everything? My bad.
No.
not at all, man.
Okay, so
This panel is chronic derailment. What do you
You
mean?
can pay us some highlights. You can get us some highlight counts.
Okay, so what was the question again?
I'll go see my
the
dentist.
question was,
Steal
Sarah, did you not answer the question? Share a memorable.
I've only answered
Story
one
about-
question from you when I got here. Well, I mean, when I woke back up.
Share a memorable story involving one of your favorite childhood toys.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I had growing up in Long Beach, right? I had some toys that didn't make it to the house to make it because they got destroyed before that, right? Because I was very hard on toys, so there you go.
So.
I
Not
went through
only
lots of
yours.
VCRs too because I do a lot of things. Anyways, but the thing with this is one of my favorite toys at the time was a shopping cart that I had, right? It was from Mattel.
Oh.
And it was it had like I think it was like orange and yellow, or mostly yellow. Anyways, and
I love playing grocery store with that thing.
yeah, well, I didn't have anything to play grocery store with, but my brother and I were playing daddy and baby, right? Because I guess I was the baby and he was gonna be the daddy. Because I don't know, whatever, kids, right? Anyways, remember now he's 3 years older than me, so we didn't play much together at all to begin with. So the times that we did were pretty special to me when I was younger.
Aww.
So my parents had company over because of course. So us kids were behaving actually because of course.
Right.
Although nobody told us that toys shouldn't be like used like if we were like as a little real baby sitting in the basket of the shopping cart, right? So we had some toys inside the basket part, but the seat part, right? I was still small enough to sit there, so I was sitting there, and it was fine when my brother was holding the shopping cart because nothing happened. As soon as he let go of it, I went face first into the floor, and it was a wooden floor. I split my chin open. So mind you, we're doing good things. We weren't being bad, and this happens. I follow the rules, I get in trouble, and I don't follow the rules, I get in trouble. Anyway, so I split my chin open, and I come running out of the house. I mean, out of my bedroom, all covered in blood. Yeah, all covered in blood and stuff. And my mom, was like, ah. So then she took me to the emergency room, And on the way there, I kind of passed out. And then when I got
Oh.
there, I remember laying on the table, get my chin sewed up. And I remember the doctor asking me, "Does that hurt?" And I just said yes, even though it didn't. But yeah, and that's what I got my first stitches.
You were trying to get some Vicodin, just a minute.
Yes, I was a little kid, and that was my first time I got stitches. And oh yeah, that's why I became a pain addict right then. Right, yeah. So, needless to say, I learned a valuable lesson that day that things aren't made for kids to actually play in them,
especially
just with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
like
and then
buggy. We call them buggy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Anyway, so yeah, anyway, so yeah, I split my chin open. I learned a valuable lesson that day again, and Mattel, love those toys.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's cool. But your dad, I mean, your uncle working there.
Yeah. I'm jealous. I would have
cool.
probably signed. I would ask my parents to sign over the rights so I could just go live with him and just have free Barbies all the time.
Well, yeah, but sorry until he left LA, then he lost his job. So,
True.
But he also drove a Porsche too.
Yeah, but Mattel is like still going strong today. How did that
Right?
happen?
Yeah, he didn't want to move with the company. They wanted him to go with them because he was really important. He did a lot of work with the He-Man stuff for sure, and they wanted him to go. And he was like, "I don't want to leave LA," so he did.
Huh. Side note: have you seen the He-Man meme where he's singing like "Four Non-Blondes"? What's going on? Why is that so funny to me?
I don't know. You have to send it to me so I know what you're talking about.
I will. He's singing "Four Non-Blondes," but it's He-Man. Just like for some reason, it just fits really well.
I love He-Man. I love She-Ra. It was good stuff because, like, see, what I liked about that stuff in particular is, like, He-Man was for the boys and they had their adventures, and She-Ra was for the girls and they had her adventures. And then
She-Ra's house was fire. Have you seen?
Sometimes the brother and sister needed to team up to fight off the evil, right? And that's kind of like what my brother and I did. We didn't really do anything together much, but if we had to, we did, which was very rare. So, He-Man to me was very, very special, right? Yeah. So I just had some good times in life with Mattel toys in general. And I also split my chin open. So there you go.
I mean, I thought it was her boyfriend until I was today years old. So I really did think that He-Man was she was.
That's okay.
I mean, really, I made so many jokes at Comic-Con about her like hanging out with her and kissing her brother, and that's so weird. Now that
I'm sure everyone looks at you like, yeah, you're special.
Yep, and I didn't know her saying, so they're like, She-Ra. I was like, She-Ra. I didn't really know.
You could have just some research. Google is a thing.
I mean, I did after, but I mean,
after. Oh my
it was
gosh.
just an outfit that I put together quickly because I didn't know I was going to go to Comic-Con like in August. But seriously, it's like a local Comic-Con, so it's like basically like we're in the newspaper, like for real, because we're like the only two that dressed up. And my son wanted to be Flash, so I helped make him a Flash costume.
Yeah,
not Flash Gordon. That's different Flash.
I know, but I couldn't help.
Like on Ted. Was that on Ted? Flash Gordon? Yeah, that was what they did. Like, yeah, it's a family show, so I won't say it, but they did like some white stuff, whatever. Okay. Anyways,
they just like the way it smelled. Don't worry about it.
Right, like paper or the Bible.
Done that paper.
Okay, next.
Triple B. Good. Triple B.
Triple B, are you there? Hello.
Ground control to Triple B.
Blink twice if you need an adult. Can't touch this.
Bottles. Right on.
Look at his hair. Look at his face.
All right, so who didn't go?
I didn't go, I don't think.
TD didn't go. Yeah, no, TD didn't go. I think Shane was still saying something.
Yeah, he got interrupted.
Yeah, Lobo didn't go. So,
okay.
TD, hold on 1 minute. Let me put Shane back up there because he was midway, and I don't. Yeah, let me move my way down. I'm at.
Go, Shane. Shane, go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I was interrupting somebody when I started talking.
Yes.
Real quick. I can make it real quick. Could you say the question or let me you saying favorite childhood memory with your favorite toy?
Yeah,
or most
share a memorable story. A memorable story involving one of your favorite childhood toys.
Okay, yeah.
That's Stitches.
A damn Lego. As they come in their different sizes, if you see like
right,
kind of like this this piece.
Oh wow.
But the longer one, and it has that prong in the middle.
Ooh.
So
that's standard. that standard block. No, it's a standard block. One
Is it
problem
a
I one kind of problem I had, a tick. I would put Legos in my mouth, and with my teeth, I would break off that middle stud
Ooh.
inside. I don't know why I did that. As I
You still
grew up
have your
late,
teeth?
yeah, I got all of them.
I
Well,
mean, I put
except
beads
for
up my
4.
nose. I get it. I totally get it. I put
You
multiple
put beats?
beads, like from Girl Scouts,
Oh.
like up my nose. Ugh, a lot, few times that I shouldn't have. But anyway, so I get
Which is
it.
going up later in life, I realized what I was doing, and it was just like, yo, that really helps the pieces stick together.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was probably about 10, 11 years old when I had one of them in my mouth, just messing around, messing with that little stud,
Oh no.
and it went down my throat.
Oh no.
And I started choking on it, and I ran to the bathroom, and I'm
Oh my
just
god.
beating on my chest and everything, smacking my. I was like, "Oh God, I'm gonna die!" And somehow I sneezed.
What?
A
Where were your
sneeze.
parents?
A
Where were your
sneeze got my mom was downstairs, and I didn't want to run to her first because she's probably gonna take my Legos away from me.
Yep. Why'd you put it in your mouth? Right.
It was a tick. It's just a thing I did. I don't know why, but somehow a sneeze happened, and
By the grace
boom,
of God.
that thing shot right out of my mouth into the sink, and I was like, ugh. And that was the last day I ever put a Lego in my mouth.
Did you ever tell your mom about that?
No.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. That was a little grace of God right there. That was God saying, like, all right, well, let me get you out of this. Like that panic sets in though, where you're like, oh, trust me with the bees. I'd be like, no, not again.
Yeah, the panic. I respect my Legos now.
Right. I used to chew on Barbie's feet, like, and then like they'd be all like chewed up, like Jaws got him or something, and like my friends would be like, "What happened?" I'm like, she was in war. She was at war. Like, how dare you point that out? Yep, not my feet.
Oh,
my feet.
You just said Jaws. Chance, is he still here?
Yeah, I'm listening.
All right, Chance, I need you to go to I think it's Screen Junkies. No, Honest Movie Trailers.
Oh, that's great YouTube channel.
Check out the video they did for Honest Movie Trailers on Back to the Future Part 2.
My favorite.
My son
they
loves it.
show this, like, there's this video exists somewhere where they show how they got from Jaws 4 to Jaws 19. And the way they go through it, it is so comical. And I'm watching this, I'm like, you know what? Those ideas could work. Just the way they presented them. People like it's like Jaws versus Terminator, and Jaws. Now it's personal, and all that.
That's like
send me a link to it?
on blondes. It works.
Jane, if you think of it, not now, but I mean,
I think I can.
At some point. And then tomorrow you're gonna be on with me talking comic books. That'll be fun. At 3.
Yeah, I'll go back and look for it. Yeah, I'll find that link.
You don't have to now. Hey, but Back to the Future. Do you guys realize that Eric Stoltz was the original Marty McFly, and there's scenes that were shot with him instead of Michael J. Fox, and he got canned because the chemistry wasn't right, according to Zemeckis. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who Eric Stoltz is from Pulp Fiction and from The Mask with Sherry? Had that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Mask. That's like one of my favorite movies, The Mask.
Yeah, and he did a Fall Guy too. Yeah. Oh, I was just. I want to say today is the 41st anniversary of Return of the Jedi. It was released May 25th, 1983.
Oh wow!
And I saw this post on BK on the Air's Facebook today of the Burger King cups, and I forgot I had them. They're stuck together. I can't. This whole time I'm listening to Shane and listening to everybody trying to get them loose.
Maybe put some alcohol on them.
I know they're plastic, but damn, these are
put
like Burger King cups.
Neosporin or something, or like some lube or something. I don't know.
Thanks.
Let it soak in cold water.
Or Vaseline.
Okay. All right. I don't have Vaseline, believe it or not.
Okay, so I came back to
I don't know what that means.
Wait a minute. I came back into it. I heard lube. Oh, this is still a family show, right? So I'll be quiet.
Hey, all I know is MC Hammer's like the spokesperson for like those little hooks, the sticky hooks. That's all I know.
He did a great version of the Jackson 5 hit Dancing Machine. I love it. It's on his first album. Please don't hurt him. Hammer, I played on
Oh yeah, there was like a gospel song.
Yes,
I
you
really
do.
Yeah. Hey, he has tidy whities on. I just checked. They're brown, but they're tidy whities.
Oh my gosh! What?
And his butt's hungry because it's taking a little bite of his underwear or something because it's got a wedge.
Oh my gosh! That's wow.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. He's not like a troll down there. He's not just like smooth. This is what I'm saying. And I don't think he has abs anymore. I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
Well,
Shane, have you seen Grizzly yet? I guess not.
Oh my! I think my final line of thought that I was thinking about that. Somebody mentioned Funko Pops earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
those are not toys.
They're
Those are collector's items.
Well, though some kids might play with them, maybe.
Yeah, they do.
I played with socks. Come on now.
I have a large
I wanted to rip the
collection.
Barbies out of boxes with my friends. I wanted it so bad. I just want to be like, let her out. She needs to be free.
Somewhere I have Star Trek Barbies and I never opened them.
Oh, hey, wait. Did you guys see this
mom has it
comment
somewhere.
right here?
I'm so
Evil
grateful for all I
Knievel.
have.
Evil Knievel.
Oh yeah, which has been
Evil
reissued
Knievel was awesome.
during the
Like,
pandemic.
I remember, yeah.
In the original box. Yeah.
I like
Garfield
Stretch
dressed like
Armstrongs
Evil
too. Those are fun.
Jim Brother did models too.
Garfield had a little heist and he dressed like Evil Knievel and he went flying in the air.
I have a decent collection of Funko Pops.
Starkey repainted her Funko
What's your
Pop.
favorite one, Shane?
My favorite one is one I actually drove to Arizona to get.
What?
Well, I was out on the road truck driving, and there was a guy that not on my toy but my game console Xbox. I was there was a guy that I was friends with, and he got me or he sold it to me. It's a limited edition San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Harley Quinn
cool.
Funko Pop, and it's like black and white.
Oh wow!
And that thing is
Harley Quinn, black and white.
Freaking
Everybody
awesome.
buy my Beanie
Yeah.
Babies?
It was a
That's what
it's
future
a
Sarah.
it's a officially licensed comic San Diego Comic-Con exclusive
Wow.
figure.
How much was
And
it, if you don't
that
mind
is my first one. He sold it to me for $40.
Whew.
And I'm just like, you know what? I'll give you $40 for it. Harley Quinn is my favorite DC female
She's pretty cool.
character.
She's definitely like pretty BA for sure.
Yeah,
I liked her in the Batman the Animated Series. That was the best. I love that Batman the Animated Series. I could go on and on about
That's
that
where
for
she
hours.
was introduced. Yeah,
I know. I was there. I was there on the ground floor when that character came to existence. I was there.
That was
That's
a
a cool
great
name.
show. That Batman animated series,
Yeah, it
that
was.
was a great
Oh yeah,
show.
it's something my brother and I
1994.
agreed on.
Yeah. 94, I think. Yeah.
So I have a client that works at a music store, and so he gets like all those clearance Funko Pops and collects whatever and resells and all this stuff. But he brought me, so I love like, cause I teach hip hop and stuff. I love ODB, and so he brought me this little ODB doll that I take like on trips and stuff. So I take those with them and stuff, and he's the best little thing.
You say you
Oh,
took him to
yes.
prison?
No, too soon. No,
Oh,
he
I
doesn't
was just
like. He
like-
doesn't really even look like it. Like he definitely is not dressed like how ODB would dress. Definitely not.
Well, I
This
know.
comment has me laughing. I'm sorry, but this comment has me laughing.
Dog pound?
The one time at band camp with my dinosaur.
Oh no. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
Chance was in a
American
band camp. Chance was in a band camp movie.
Oh, that's
I
so
just-
Been
sweet.
there, Cam.
Go Snarky, class of 86.
That's so funny.
Gosh. I'm going to try to
Yeah.
start wrapping up. Let's get through these comments. Who else do we have left to put up on the panel to answer the question?
Lobo.
Me
Jim-
and Lobo and
Chance, Lobo,
Chance.
Jim? No, Jim did his models.
Yeah,
Jim, are you
did
still
the
there?
one.
Yeah, I went first.
Okay, good.
Let's
Jim's
let
like the kid in the
Lobo
back of the
go.
class.
I mean,
You're like, "Are you paying
careful.
attention?" He's like, "Yep."
And Lobo, I hope you understand. I'm not mad at all. I just Shane, what's your verdict about C-3PO Silver Leg? It wasn't silver in the original film.
I do not recall ever seeing a silver leg, but nobody talks about the red arm he had in the Disney sequels. But that's explained through comics. But this silver leg thing, I never have noticed a silver leg.
But I believe him. He said he went to Disney Plus and saw it with his own eyes. So that's
Well, I also went
remastered
onto
crap.
YouTube. I went onto YouTube and I brought up the original version, the first 6 minutes of the movie, and it was silver there as well.
It's no, I don't believe it. I think
I'm
anything on
gonna
the
look
movie
into this.
altered.
Yeah.
No, because when I was a
Yes,
kid,
on there. It says
Oh,
it's
no.
the 8K, it's the 4K 77 whatever first 6 minutes of the first
Look,
movie.
Chance just like.
Right.
Mm.
no way.
Yeah.
I'm
wondering if
that
Marcus
video.
Gold
That
or
video. No.
I'm about
All
to
the
look into
boys,
that.
I
Yeah.
analyzed every frame of that movie. He never.
Shane is like, no, we're not playing.
Okay.
We ain't
That's
playing.
what I'm
Shane's
just
like, I'm
telling you
gonna
what I
find
saw
out.
when I brought it
believe
up.
But I've got it on film, the original version.
I got it on
You know,
film.
I mean,
that
that
wins.
can't be messed with. And there's no silver. I
Hi,
will
you
watch
people.
tonight.
Are you sure it's not a lighting problem? Or...
I don't
No,
know.
in
Looks
living
like
color.
Over here,
from some
why
angles.
did he have a,
I
It's like
mean,
the dress. Was it
a silver
gold or was
leg
it
in the
silver?
first, in the original
it
trilogy?
looks pretty brass, but I mean,
Yeah.
okay, go ahead, Lobo. Sorry, we'll all hit our mute so you could talk.
No, it's it would have to be that the Star Trek the Star Trek Enterprise that I modified to go faster and kind of melted. We were having fun with it, and we thought, okay, this is really
It
cool.
happens.
But what if it went faster? So my father had an old voltage regulator laying around, so we bypassed the control panel. The only control that we left going was the tilt, so it would go forward and backward. And we cranked up that voltage regulator. That sucker was going so fast, we had to weight down the thing that the arm was attached to, so it didn't fly away. And
Oh my god.
and we kept it going so long that the motor got so hot that it melted out of the plastic and just flew off over into it and smacked into the wall.
Probably could have been a
No.
recall on that.
That's amazing.
No, it was obviously tampered with, but that was a great maybe 10
Did you
minutes
tell your
until
parents?
it melted.
Did you get in trouble?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, I put things in the microwave. I get it.
Yeah, I stood up to eat for a while after that.
Right?
Yeah, it's
But
funny
yeah,
too.
that
'Cause
was a great memory. We were all having a ball until it kind of came
Of
apart.
course. And then you weren't the most popular kid anymore, were you? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, we talked about that for weeks.
Right? Hey, you should have been there. It caught on fire.
I believe Chance tried to do some type of special effect with one of his toys one time.
I think I'm
it
gonna
may
get
not have went as well
over
as it planned.
this colored leg.
I remember everything, Chance.
We're gonna have to process this. We're gonna have to process this discolored leg in some therapy.
See, it's not as important as Star Trek, so I don't really care.
right. I don't care about
All right,
either.
Lobo. And so that is a really cool story, actually.
Yeah.
Because it's intellectual at a young age. I like
Yeah.
that. I
And you
like
had a
that.
story
Yeah.
with your friend. You're like, remember when
That's
they
a
both
classic.
went?"
That's based.
Right? Trust me,
And
things
then-
melt. Trust. me.
Experiments.
Right?
Okay,
I'm
I
gonna get
put a
another pop one.
kudos. I put a kudos in the microwave and didn't realize it was an aluminum wrapper.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
had a
Yeah.
firework display in my mom's kitchen in the middle of the night, and I dove behind the island because I was scared that it was gonna blow up.
I would melt crayons because I wanted to create like just a masterpiece. And my dad was like, "Why do you keep putting things in the microwave?" I was like, "Because I'm bored and I want to take dance, and you guys won't pay for it." Like,
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim.
I
That's
need to
awesome.
get my
I used to
wiggles
melt
out.
crayons and make candles out of them, different
Yeah,
colored, multicolored
exactly.
candles out of crayons.
Because it's beautiful, and I was bored, and I was up late.
I was
because
bored.
I couldn't sleep well. I remember I wanted a pillow purse, and my parents were like, "You never sleep, so we're not getting you one." I was like, "But I'll do it. I'll try."
Okay, I should show you guys my daughter's 3,000 squishmallows.
Oh my gosh! Have you ever seen the videos with
Really?
the rich kids that put Orbeez in the pool and jump? I really want to do that. To be honest with you, I really do. I want to get one of
Chance,
those.
you've been so patient.
Don't forget to unmute, Chance.
Hey, unmute, Chance.
Yeah,
Unmute,
Chance, unmute. It's really helpful if you did.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I was just cracking up at something Snarky said in chat.
Oh, what'd she
About
say?
that, she says, "Dada's legs never change color." in the next generation.
Yeah. Although I can tell you about some other things that were just. Anyways, it's not about that right now.
What did
Jim's
Jenny
going to get to the
Staten
bottom
say?
of this. Go ahead.
I tapped my little Enterprise to a rocket and tried to send it back to space. Spoiler,
Oh,
Phil.
wow.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny. That's awesome.
Way to go, Danny. That's awesome.
That's the toy my flock was referring to. Me and my friend Larry Hutchinson, the former thief who stole my stuff and returned it out of my garage, talked about earlier. We
Not that
hung
anyone's
a
holding a gun.
I went to his
wire.
funeral.
We put explosives in this eagle and we blew off like the doggone it. We blew off. All right, you see on the Dinky toy, you see the
Where
on
is he?
top of the
I don't
eagle, all that came off. And this is just a model we exploded and we got it on film. Anyway, whatever.
Hey, practical effects are the best, and when
Back
you get
on
somebody
top.
who's doing them, it's been better.
Back on topic, I contend my favorite memory is mischievous, and it pertains to Legos, like Shane was talking about. There was a little forklift with a spring mechanism in a Lego toy, and I took it to school, elementary school, and I launched peas with it, and I hit every teacher I could, and it worked great. They didn't know who
Aren't you
did
the
it.
one that got in the fight, the food fight at your
Yeah,
friends and
fifth
couldn't even
grade,
go
yeah,
back there?
and this was second grade with the pea shooter, fifth grade with the taco food
Pea
fight.
shooter. It was a
All elementary
forklift.
school.
You made it a pea shooter.
Made it a pea shooter.
I made pea shooters all the time in 4th grade and 5th grade. I was the
You're
pea
like, it's
shooter
a
maker.
forklift. You eat peas with forks.
I'll bring it into the panel next week. I'll go to my parents' house. I have a huge Lego collection there, and I'll fish it out because I have 2 of them, and I'll show you in action. I'll get the pea and I'll flick it right at the camera, right in y'all's face.
Right.
Base.
But
It's probably like PTSD for your mom. She's like, no.
I never got caught. And I never got in
Hi,
trouble.
Harold.
Now I did get caught with the food fight. That was, inescapable. and I
obvious.
should have
You're-
never
yeah.
started that.
Maybe you were
But,
bored. You need to take dance class. It happened.
And so my favorite toy memories, really quickly. Some board games were actually toys. We talked about Battleship, but how about Hungry Hungry Hippos? How about
Ooh,
Don't Break the
I
Ice,
love
where
Hungry
you're
Hungry
actually
Hippos.
functioning. So, and there was one with the
Yeah.
pop. There was like a plastic dome.
Trouble.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love that
Connect
one too. I love the
4.
Or
sound.
was it sorry?
Connect 4.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It's Trouble. It's
I like
Trouble.
Connect-
A
yeah.
mousetrap.
I like Connect 4 at Dave
absolutely.
& Buster's with the basketball, like the basketball.
Yeah.
4. Or the Hungry Hippos that you have to sit on and like, it's hard. It's actually kind of hard.
And my neighbor, I had the biggest crush on her
Some
growing up.
aluminum
She was an
boats.
ice skater, and she had the wizard. The Merlin toy that was in the pre-roll video that BBB put together. The little red thing where you play tic-tac-toe. And also, I loved the Texas Instruments Speak and Spell, because there was a hangman game in there you could play.
Yes, I remember that.
And you could make it talk. And the biggest fun thing would be to put dirty words in the thing and make
it's
the
like
computer
Wheel
say
of
dirty
Fortune,
words.
but for like
Dirty
kids.
words?
Yeah.
Like in the Speak and Spell?
Profanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did that as well.
Yeah.
Yo,
And then
what
on
is
the
it-
math
what is it about
equation,
curse
the math
words that-
one, do you remember
What
the
is it
math
about
one that
curse
looked like an
words that
owl?
you can spell? Oh,
I didn't swear,
professor.
and I still don't
the
swear,
professor
so-
thing.
Yeah.
My mom said ladies don't swear, so I didn't swear. I didn't.
She's right.
Yeah, and I was a Girl Scout too on my honor. I
Well,
was trying to
see,
serve.
I was never a Girl Scout, and yes, I swore. So, oh no, I failed.
Jim, did you really do that, Jim?
What Jim did?
Look at the
But where-
screen.
Absolutely.
Where are we on the Easy Bake Oven? Is that a toy or
Oh,
an
mine's still in the
appliance?
box, so that
I
you can blame my
considered
mom.
it a toy, but it is an
Yeah.
appliance.
But you can
I
burn
mean,
yourself.
So
but-
are creepy crawlers. That too is a toy, and that burns yourself too because you're baking goo to bake.
Well,
things.
Chance's little gun there that he's got burns him, and that's
True.
a toy.
And
Yeah.
and Lobo had something that burned. It blew up.
I love how Chance can get up.
Where is he keeping all of this stuff? He's
Exactly.
He's Mary Poppins. He's like
Okay,
Mary
well,
Poppins.
you gotta remember. You
He
gotta
just
remember.
jumps
He knows
up.
where it is. He
I
like
He
knows
jumps
where
up,
to go
turns
pick
around,
up.
grabs something, boom.
Like
Oh,
Pee-wee's
I got what you're
Playhouse.
talking about. I got what
I
you're talking
told him
about.
what the topic was a couple days ago to make sure he was prepared.
He
This
would be
is always
anyway,
in the back
even if you didn't. I
though.
think.
But that's
I
the
think so.
Jupiter 2 Lost in Space original series spaceship, and I love it.
So I'll
And the
tell my
landing gear
story
goes up.
really quick because it's
Okay.
we're all
Yeah,
gonna go.
I'm done.
So mine involves my Miss Piggy. I had a puppet Miss Piggy, and she got really nasty. My parents tricked me and said that I was giving her to the poor kids that didn't have toys. And she had like a butch haircut. I mean, she was just like, she was gross. She was really bad because I would suck my thumb and rub her little like nightgown and all this and drag her
Gross.
around it. Yeah.
You're
yeah.
a thumb sucker?
Oh, so I was like 11, way too long.
Me too. And you had
Yeah.
to put that. I don't want to take your time, but we can talk another
No,
time.
yeah, no. It's
I've never sucked my
like at
thumb.
sleepovers. I'm like, you know, it'd be cool if we like sucked our thumb when we went to sleep. You guys think you could do it? Like, you know, they'd be like,
Weirdo.
I can. So, and I never needed braces. I wanted them, but anyways. So Miss Piggy was a puppet, and so my parents so Santa brought me a new Miss Piggy, and I was really upset, and I had like tears, and they're like, "What's wrong? It's a new Miss Piggy." I said, "She has legs." I wanted Miss Piggy with no legs because I wanted the puppet one. And then they're like, why is she the way she is? Like, what is wrong with her? And I was like, I don't want this leg Miss Piggy like that. So that was that. And I never got another one. So
there you go.
Yeah. So if you guys ever see a puppet Miss Piggy with just a head and a like silk satin little nightgown, and she had like some cleavage right here and the long gloves. She had arms, just no legs. Yeah,
I had one of those that had no legs. It was like a pillow, and it only had the arms and the dress, and then it had the cleavage. Like it was almost like a fancy white dress.
See, but she had like a real baby doll head. It was like a rubber. Yeah. Oh my
But
gosh.
she had no legs.
That was
No
my
legs.
wubby. That was my thing. Yeah. Yep. No legs.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want her to have legs. And they're like, I'm like, what are we gonna do with her? Like for real. And then my parents bought me a Teddy Ruxpin, and I freaked out and said, please take it back. I can't.
I want one of those so bad to this day. They still make them too. I still want one.
It is
my
so
sister
scary.
had a Teddy Ruxpin.
So
And
if
I
fight
used to
that,
think it was freaky because every time I would walk in the room, it would open its eyes and start.
Hey.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So,
I was like,
It's
dude,
the
I'm
Chucky
not
of
okay with
bears.
the possessed toys.
See, I always wanted a Teddy Ruxpin so I could put in one of my mixtapes in, and Teddy Ruxpin could be talking in my mixtapes. Okay, I'm a nerd.
With your little
But I wanted that
recording.
always.
Okay, well, I thought my Walkman was a toy because I would walk around with my Walkman.
I have a
and listen to
Discman.
music,
The Discman's a
and it
toy.
was-
I still have it
Or
to this day.
the clear boombox that showed all the wires. Crazy.
Ooh.
That was
I
cool.
know. And
Yeah.
the phone. I had a phone that had wires.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to this because I see Shane's face moving.
Well, do you see Harold's comment? Harold the Hatter. He made a good
Yeah, I'm
comment about
trying
the
to
Easy
get
Bake.
there. I'm trying
Sorry.
to get there. Okay, go.
I didn't do nothing.
No. Look at the comment.
It's about the Easy Bake Oven.
I see Jim's too.
Jim's
Grandma
got a
girls an
comment
easy
too.
bake oven a few years ago, and
Did I miss Jim's comment?
Same as
Oh, I'm
weird
so far
kids.
behind on the comments. Oh
So
my God.
I'm on chances.
though,
Jim said
is-
when he finds his VHS copy of Star Wars, we're gonna get to the bottom of this leg thing.
Right.
There's
5
nothing to
years
get to, I'm
later.
right, but I'm glad he's
Go
going
ahead,
to
Jim.
verify that I'm right.
Go ahead, Jim.
LED ovens is how are they going to be powered with LED bulbs? They don't get hot enough.
That
And,
can't
and
work.
that's why those toys are not as fun as they used to be because you can't even do anything with them.
You got
if you get something
If you
stuck
can't
on the
burn
bulb,
yourself, then
you
forget it.
got to have a 100-watt light bulb for an easy bake oven to function properly.
See, don't even try. Don't even bake.
Yeah.
Just put it in the microwave.
Seriously, just buy it at the local bakery. Support your local businesses.
If there isn't an imminent risk of death, yeah, it's not worth it.
I mean, like maybe stop getting girls things that they should be like using anyway. But I liked the vacuum and stuff. Like when I got that, I was very excited. Like I had a little like play vacuum that worked. It was the best thing ever. I was always vacuuming my room, like you know. And now I have a shark because it's a Cadillac of all vacuums. And his name is Stefan, and we are engaged. My shark and I are engaged. So
I'll let my nephew know.
well, I mean, it's just so he gets out of elementary school.
Whoa. What? Middle school and high school is still the thing, right?
Well, I mean, listen, I
Hungry
can't help
Hungry
it.
Hippos was awesome. I think they took Hungry Hippos off the market because people were swallowing marbles. Okay, they're also swallowing
Marbles been around for 100
Tide
years.
Pods.
Or putting
They're
them in
also
their nose.
swallowing Tide Pods. Come on.
I was a notorious marble eater. I'd put all the marbles in my mouth, but I never choked on them. But I always put them in my mouth, and then they had to get taken away from me. I couldn't play with the marble things because I would put them in my mouth. Now, even when I was older, I'd look around, make sure it was there, and I'd put marbles in my mouth because I always thought it looked like candy, and I knew it wasn't, but I wanted to pretend because pretending
It is like
fun.
a jawbreaker. It is like a gobstopper.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Jawbreaker.
Or gobstopper.
Shane, your wheels
Yeah.
are turning.
My uncle gave my brother his big collection of marbles, right? And anyway, so they got taken away from my brother because, you know, even as an older kid, I got caught putting marbles in my mouth. And you know that like my parents were like, why? Just why? And I'm like, but fun. And they're like, but why?
People chew on Legos. People put beads in their nose. It happens.
Well, I didn't put anything in my nose. I mean, I'm not that weird.
Rude. I had to know if it would fit. I just needed to know if it would fit. And I was
More or
watching
less,
Friday, like the whole remember the TGIF? I was bored. Anyways, sorry,
ahead,
Shane.
Shane.
Go ahead.
more or less a yes or no question. Do you think there is an age where you should stop playing with toys? I say no.
No.
I say no,
No.
too, because I played Barbies a long time because I like fashion and I like to put outfits together and stuff.
I
honestly.
still play with toys.
Yeah.
Maybe my
I
toys have
vacuum for
changed
real
a little
life
bit.
now.
When I
But I
bought
still
my
play
daughter
toys.
toys, I got excited over buying
Me
my daughter
too.
toys so that I could play
Yeah.
with my daughter with her toys.
Especially Barbies. Like when my daughter, she had a little YouTube channel called
Polly
Barbie Buzz.
Pockets. Polly
Yes.
Pockets.
Yep.
Well, I think
And like,
if for no other reason, the biggest reason to maintain a playful attitude is a lot of adults. You ask them to do something, and they will ask you why. You have a kid, you suggest them do something, and they say why not. And
Exactly.
I think that is a big difference that we don't need to lose as adults.
Yep. I have stuff
Well,
in my
I mean-
office and kids will just play with it because like I have a Mario house with all the Mario characters. So like, so it's like not just like a doll house that girls can play. So I mean, even the girls get into it, but like the parents sit on the floor and play with them too, It's,
Did you guys
there.
ever see that
I mean,
Seinfeld
just don't
episode?
suggest playing doctor at a young age.
Anyways, okay, so did you guys see that Seinfeld episode where they kept drugging the lady with turkey and gravy?
Yes.
With her toys?
Yes.
This whole panel reminds me of that. I'm gonna go drug you all with some turkey and gravy. I'm playing with every one of you guys' toys.
But I'm vegetarian.
Okay.
Okay, so
You
you
won't
just
know
get
that.
you get the flavor, but not the actual. It'll be
I'll
all
take some
soy.
tofurkey. I'll take tofurkey.
It'll be all soy. I'll make sure it's all pure soy.
Great. So I'm gonna like schedule my own diarrhea.
Gross.
Poor thing.
What's happening here?
You're gonna
I
waterboard the
listen.
toilet, according to Lobo.
9/11
Listen,
out of the
I'm just trying to drug you
Right,
some
Lobo?
toys, okay? I don't want to know about the aftermath.
Lobo
Jeez.
missed the poop joke.
No, Lobo told the poof joke. He said waterboarding the toilet. That is a thing. Like, I
We'll
love
make
that. I'll never forget it.
TD will make sure you have a bidet.
Thank you. Not to disclose
Fancy.
too much, but
Fancy.
I really would take a badunk with the bidet. But
Oh my
Badunk
gosh.
with the bidet.
This is
Oh
getting
my
difficult
God,
for me
TD,
to
you
control
look so
myself.
cute. Even saying badunk with the bidet. How do you do that?
Red Fox would approve. If you know his comedy, you know where I'm going with that.
That reminds me of
wash your blank.
that reminds me of the Crocodile Dundee, right? When he's in New York and he gets a bidet there, and he doesn't know what to do with it. And then he yells out, "It's for your backside." She's like, "Yeah."
Okay, look. I had a guy in the Navy. Okay, too bad Tim's not here. Who, when we went to Bahrain and we got a hotel room and all of us were together, he comes running in the room and he goes, "We have a water fountain on the toilet."
You're like, yeah, take a step. Let us know how it is.
That's not a water fountain on the toilet there,
Nope.
buddy.
Does that not arise questions immediately? You're like, wait a minute. Why
I thought
is
in
it
the
here?
Navy they just issued the bidets. They're like, here, use your bidet because you're in the Navy. I'm just kidding.
I just was like, I ain't never seen one of those, but I know it ain't no water fountain because I ain't gonna put my butt down there and drink from it. So
Little
I was
butt
like,
urinal.
something's wrong here. And
Oh.
so
It's an
Great
Australian water fountain. It's a bidet, mate.
Just don't take a badunk in the bidet.
go ahead, Shane.
Speaking of the Navy, I just gotta suggest this one right quick. Out now on Amazon Prime. They did a documentary on the Blue Angels.
Ooh.
It's not
Oh, yeah.
exactly a documentary, but it's following this new series, this new class
Mm.
of the Angels, the ones that are retiring and the ones that are coming in. It's in theaters if you can
Interesting.
find it in IMAX. I watched it yesterday. Really great,
Ooh, good. I'm in a
really
funk. I need something new.
awesome.
hmm
Just highly recommend it. It's called The Blue Angels.
Does it cover any of the tragedies without giving too much away?
Yes, they did mention I got my notes somewhere, but yeah, in
I-
2018
I
they
love watching
lost their
stuff.
last pilot.
I
But
hope you
yeah,
do a
20.
review on your channel. Are you planning on doing
I'm
a review?
thinking about it. I'm thinking
Okay.
about it. It'll probably be about a 3-5 minute video.
I love when there's documentaries about stuff that we don't really talk about or we don't really know a lot about. It's almost like I feel like, haha, we're on to you now. You know, like there's a one documentary about the hell or the not Hell's Angels, what's the pagans or something. Like the one about like the connection to the doctor who was like prescribing payments that had his wife murdered or whatever. It's
What?
Which one?
oh it's
Yeah.
I
One.
forget what it's called, but it's really good. It's the guy that did like the Cecil Hotel, like Joe, whatever his name is, that director. Like he did that too. So you could tell like what when he does something, always is well done. But so that was really good too because there's a lot of secrets that you're not supposed to. He's in witness protection. He's not supposed to be talking about any of that, and he like just loose lip sync ships, but talks about all
Amen, sister.
of it. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Christy, trivia. Where do the Blue Angels? You'll know this. Where are the Blue Angels headquartered?
Well,
I know that.
There's
I
one
know.
on the East Coast, one on
I
the
was
West
there.
Coast.
East Coast.
Obviously.
That's
Florida.
man. You just schooled me. I don't know about the West Coast one.
Yeah,
Florida?
there's one on the
Jim,
West
did you-
Coast.
There
there's
is
one on
no
the East
West Coast base.
There is.
Really?
There's not.
It's
There is.
Pensacola, Florida.
They're
Oh.
stationed in Pensacola, Florida, and they
Right,
fly
right.
to all
But
of their
they
shows.
also stay and have a place in San Diego, California.
Everything is
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I can honestly promise you that because they do maintenance. They have hangar bays. It is called Dock 2.
Also, too,
I know that
Was that
I had a neighbor that was in the leapfrogs. So
would it be Pendleton?
Nothing good.
No,
No,
Pendleton
not
is
Pendleton.
Same thing,
Marines.
No.
Coronado.
That's different.
Coronado is Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pensacola. I was going to transfer there. Cumulus tried to transfer me there.
I've never been there.
Radio outfit.
So-
so they put me up in a hotel right on the beach, and we saw the Blue Angels. It was great.
I want
Like
to go to the beach.
on the tour, they're like that. They took me to the base, and everything was great. So
I want to show something to you guys, but I don't want to get a copyright strike.
No.
Yeah.
What I'm
You want
going
me to change the words? It says sing along and change the words a little bit.
No, but while I was in the Navy, when I was on the aircraft carrier, we were out towards Coronado.
Was this
and,
before or after you hit all the whales?
Oh, shush, I didn't know better. That was just the catapult launching, and I didn't know. It felt like we were hitting something. So,
Happens.
Sorry, go on.
anyways,
beef
I
in
was
the-
naive the first day I got there. Okay, and the first time I went out to sea, I didn't know they were like, "Oh, we're hitting whales," and I'm like, "Ooh." Like an aircraft carrier goes, "Oh, you think you hit a whale?" So, I mean,
It could have been a rock.
you know. So, basically, though, there was a day some weird shit happened, and then the next day we get up and we're doing our flight ops and we're doing all our stuff and we're launching aircraft and we're just doing our thing, right? And all of a sudden we hear a crowd, people cheering, and we're like, we're doing war games outside of Coronado.
Ugh.
Why do we hear people cheering?
Yeah.
And so we were like, and all of a sudden you hear the air boss, which we called God because we never saw him. He just thundered down on the intercom. And so we're like, God is speaking. And he's like, all hands hold deck. All hands hold deck. So we all stop, exactly freeze where we're at. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? So he's like, all hands stop. And, and he's like yelling all these calls. So we decide we're going to go set everything down. Everything stops, frozen. We go run to the edge of an aircraft carrier to look over the side of an aircraft carrier, which is 14 decks from the waterline. Everything else is below the waterline or above the waterline. So we're looking down, which we see. How do I explain it? Whittle people and whittle boats.
Whittle.
What? Like
And
Teen
they're
Titans.
everywhere. They're
like on
everywhere.
TLC? Like
No. And so we're looking from God's perspective down to the ocean, and we see all of these little specks, and you see these little ants like waving their arms and yelling and screaming, and we're like, what the hell is going on? And then we realize our equipment goofed up, and we're in the middle of the World Cup.
What?
We're in the middle of a yacht race. So I'm going to drop in chat the actual video footage of my aircraft carrier.
Oh my god! It's like landing in the middle of a Macy's Day Parade, basically.
Yeah, they teased everything. Like we got these cute little patches that was like fog. The fog of war is no joke. First in its class, the Abraham Lincoln aircraft.
We will rebuild.
So
That's
I
so
just
funny.
for anybody that wants to see it, I dropped it in.
I want to see it. That's so funny.
But I don't want to get a copyright strike, so you can take it on your own and watch the link. I was on the ship at the time. I was one of the people that looked with big, looking over the side, going
like the big goof of 2020, whatever. That's a good Memorial Day story. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drop it, I guess, in chat again, and then I'll put it in the comments
And
after.
I will forward you the He-Man singing for non-blondes. Same thing. Same.
Oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate.
And then I think we're gonna put Shane. I think wasn't finished. Shane looks like.
So
Take us away, Shane. Take us out. Come on.
Oh no, I didn't really have
Clutching my
anything to
pearls.
say, but
Well, then why'd you have that face?
Yeah.
she was no, I was just listening to your story.
The wheels turning face is his resting face, I think.
We kind of share some of that same perspective in the sense
humor.
of that's one of the most dangerous jobs in the world is working on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier.
I was one of the first women in 1994.
Wow.
We had to be on there
awesome.
6 months in order for them to
Yeah.
open billets to women. And on my file, it says combat support.
Oh, so you're not on.
Take that,
Because
Carol
we
Danvers.
weren't considered actual combat. So
But you
stamped us
were.
combat
But you
support.
were though.
But we were a trial run, and so when I got to my tech school, they said, "Oh, well, we're going to send you to an aircraft carrier along with a few other girls that are graduating at the same time. You have 6 months. At the end of the 6 months, only 3 of us 6 were left.
Wow.
So they opened billets to women, and within 3
That's
months,
a big deal, Chrissy.
they had 300 women on board.
That's
this
a
aircraft
really
carrier.
big deal.
See,
That's
Triple
yeah.
B. This is what's really important. I'm younger than all you guys here, okay? Now, when I did ROTC, right, and they told us about that kind of stuff, and it didn't really mean much because, you know, I'm just a kid, right? The field trip is going on the field trip. Great. History, whatever. Field trip, right? And then, like, you know, me being able to go to Coronado, me being able to run on those aircraft carriers and see what it's like, right?
Right.
You know, you're talking about how it was to, like, you know, be there as the first females and stuff. You know, I can appreciate it now 100%. And then I didn't get it, right? It was just a field trip, right? But then, you know, putting things into perspective, right? I mean, it's amazing because running up and down those steps, you know, that's killer, right? And I took my dad with me on those field trips too, and that's just amazing, right? And I remember him going, "Wow, that's so cool! Look what all these women do, blah 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 blah," right? And he was trying to, like, you know, give me a pep talk and stuff, and I'm just like, field trip, you know? But yeah, so it's cool to like know somebody who was actually there for that, who could, like, you know, pave the way for, like, people like myself, well, not me so much, but people like me who want to be there, right? Crazy.
Yeah. Have you been to the D-Day Museum in New Orleans? And has anybody been there? Because it's like the Rosie the Riveter, like, I mean, that's like huge. And like, that's the whole movement of, like, you know, like, we can do this, you can do it, you know, kind of thing. But it's really a cool museum. Like, and so there was a guy that was being pushed around in a wheelchair. He was actually at D-Day. He was like reliving everything. It was crazy.
I've only been to one museum. I think it was up in New Jersey somewhere where they went on a destroyer, and that's the only ship I've been on.
There's a mafia museum in Vegas that is so fun. It's really, really cool.
Another one you talking about
2210. I said 620.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I was on a destroyer. I was on a destroyer once, the closest to the bow.
Damn that silver leg!
Never
Family
forget.
show.
I think we're okay at this point. I think we've been pretty tame.
We were good today. We were good.
Yeah.
I'm always
So
good.
if anybody wants to say their goodbyes, if anybody has anything else they want to say,
Just thank you for your service, Chrissy. Thank you, and for sharing your story.
Absolutely.
you're
Well
welcome.
said.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I just thought it was really funny. Like we ended up in the middle of the World's Cup, first in our class.
You
Aircraft
didn't even have to
carrier.
be athletic. You just were part of it.
Yeah. But the fog wars, no joke. When I get that patch out of storage, I'm gonna like blast it on here like
Ghost
Chance.
Army.
Make me big.
Yeah. Rock that. Be a proud pioneer.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because like the girls that I originally arrived at the aircraft carrier with are still my friends today.
I was
going
to ask that. That's
away.
Great.
And Tammy, she's in Louisiana. Shout out Tammy. Leslie, you're in Ohio, baby. Love you.
What part of Ohio?
Cincinnati.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a friend that moves around a lot, so I'm not exactly sure where she's at, but she's still on my Facebook.
You should do a reunion. You should do a little reunion.
But I just...
What are you
why
laughing
are you
at today?
laughing, Shane?
Is he laughing about the Silver Lakes?
What part of Ohio? Cincinnati. Oh, the crappy part of Ohio.
No, I'm in Youngstown, so I'm like Cleveland. We do have a crappy stadium because I'm a Pirates fan. Their stadium, I mean, it has a flying
I can't help where she's from, Shane. Like, literally.
And y'all are playing my Braves right now.
Away. If she was from Cleveland, I'd say, oh, I want to go.
With that Chance.
Pirates are playing my Atlanta Braves right now.
They'll beat us because we're sucking hard.
Right
I thought
now.
your mom's Braves.
Yeah, right now they beat us 4-1 tonight. The Pirates beat the Braves 4-1 today.
For real? They did?
Yesterday. Sorry, yesterday.
Oh,
yeah. Today. I'm thinking it. Okay.
Wait, you're
now
yesterday or my today?
Sunday.
Like what?
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday.
It is Saturday.
My time. It's already midnight, so
CD.
it's Sunday. Yeah.
Saturday.
Thank you, Snarky.
Maybe we're coming back.
Thank you, Snarky.
All I want to see is a pierogi race.
Pittsburgh.
The pierogi race is so freaking fun. Oh my god, these people dressed in these giant pierogi costumes. I want to do it so
Okay,
bad.
so does anybody want to throw out what they want to do next week for nostalgic stuff?
Oh,
how about like some summertime stuff or something?
Horror movies. No, I don't know.
Or like
horror
amusement
movies
parks
is more like Halloween, I think. Closer.
That's
to
true. I was
What
kidding
about
anyway.
like amusement parks or like amusement parks
roller
like
coasters?
Or like fun like summer memories or something like that. Maybe.
Man,
One guy
the
said
Pirates are
yes.
spanking the Braves. They won 11-5 Friday and 4-1 today.
Whoa!
It's over. They won the series. The
They
Pirates.
swept it. They swept.
No, they didn't sweep it because there's a game today at 1:35. That'd be
They'll
it'd be
screw it up.
sweep.
Thank you, Mama Dingo.
They
Thank you,
won
Mama
the
Dingo.
series, but it's not a sweep.
Look
yet.
at Dingo.
But man, that's in Pittsburgh. Sorry, we're nostalgia, not sports.
I need to get to a game.
It's
I haven't
fine.
been to a game at all. That's my happy place. That's my favorite place to be. That and Dave and Buster's.
Well, see,
Trust and believe.
how about something to do with school? Because all the
Like,
schools
oh,
are
yeah.
getting out
It's going back to
next week.
school.
Yeah.
Okay. Or we could do sports
Okay.
too or something too.
How about
Something
the best summer
cool.
vacations? It's summertime.
School
Almost.
memories.
I don't know.
Lunch summer stories.
Lunchboxes.
I never
Do you
got
guys
to
remember
them,
the
but
metal lunch boxes? Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like these. Yeah.
I have a Back to the
no, they
Future
can't.
one. Actually. I have a Back to
Listen,
the
my
Future one,
parents didn't love
Chance
me,
has
so they had
everything.
me. My parents didn't love me. My lunchbox was a Tupperware lunchbox. They wanted me to make
Tupperware's
sure I didn't put it
Tupperware
anywhere.
is a very good name brand. And
Yeah, I
would
had a
say
new
that
kid
It's
that
who
was
also
lost
an
it
MOL,
in
so there you go. And by the way, the lunchbox did not give me any friends. It made people not want to be my friend because the lunchbox was
Hey,
Tupperware.
They don't really have thermoses anymore, do they? I had
So
an
was it
out
real
one.
Tupperware, Sarah, or was it just a plastic container? Because there's
No,
different-
it was a
Tupperware is
Tupperware.
where it's
Tupperware made
at.
lunchboxes.
yeah, I know what they do. I sold it for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they made it full on lunchboxes. And it was a lunchbox.
I
hated
used to
it.
hate Tupperware. My mom would have parties. Now I love Tupperware. Like it's the best thing
It
ever.
lasts forever.
It does, and it has cool colors like retro, like
It melts
gold, like
really
baby
easy,
sap
though.
green and like earwax gold.
And also sometimes you get set it
Okay.
on fire. Listen, Tupperware is an interesting topic at my house.
I'm not putting
okay?
anything in the microwave anymore. Or
So,
at my
Jim, are you
house.
ready to say your good nights? We're going to roll through everybody and let everybody say their good nights.
Just
Aw.
thanks to everybody for coming tonight to visit the channel, and thanks to the rest of the panel for all the lively conversation. And as soon as I find my VHS copy of Star Wars, I want to.
We're gonna put this to rest. We're gonna have a fight night.
There you go, Jim.
That's about it.
Oh,
the
thanks,
next
Jim. You're the best, Jim. Thanks.
Go ahead, Chance.
Oh,
Here we
preview for
go.
the lunchbox show. Here's a 1965 Lost in Space. Remember this
Oh,
size
yes.
lunchbox?
Like my
I had
dad
one of
used to
those.
take
I
one.
Pail.
give it away to
It's a
somebody.
lunch pail. Like
That
Ralph
was like a
Cramden
good
had the
makeup
honeymooners meet.
container. Right
Go to
there.
work,
Nice.
driving the bus. He'd have
Looks
like
like my caboodle up in here.
Caboodle.
my caboodle
I
too.
remember a
Chariot.
caboodle.
There's the chariot. There's the Cyclops. That was a
Nice.
football player, Lamar Lundy, a black football player was in that suit.
Chance,
He's the
I
giant.
feel like you have like you remember the movie 40-Year-Old Version when he had like all of those awesome toys and stuff. Like he had like all
Yeah.
that's what that room is.
Wow.
And I have the Asian album. He loved Asia. I thought that was so funny. He had the poster for that silly
Yes.
album. It's actually a good
Yeah.
album, but Asia
Yeah,
didn't really go anywhere.
You know, most of it
after
is
the first two albums.
improv. Like all of that, like the whole Kelly Clarkson, that was all made up on the spot, and he really did get waxed in that scene too. By the way.
So my final thought is look for Shane and I on my channel, The Nostalgic Pod Blast. We're going to open a long
Hold
box
on,
of
Chance.
comics I've never gone through, 3 o'clock Eastern, noon Pacific time. You've got the link, right, Shane? You're all set, right?
Yeah, I got your link.
All right.
I got my comics sitting here. When you get done with yours, yeah.
Good night, Jerry.
So did you find
and
any
I have
other great
to a-
ones? Did you find any other like super amazing like?
Good night,
like,
Jerry.
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
Last week was a great box of Avengers. Hopefully it's box
Ooh.
1 because it was counting down to the Silver Age, and it had all the keys, like the first Mantis from the Guardians of the Galaxy in issue 112.
Wow.
All these keys. First Taskmaster issue 196, full appearance.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a great box. The
You
chat
got
picked,
some
the chat
gems.
the chat picks the box, and I want to apologize to BBB because last night I did a show, a pod blast about the best war movies of all time. And I usually do a
Ooh.
shout out thing at the end. I mentioned people throughout the show, like BK on there. And I think I mentioned BBB, but I should have mentioned, at the end, I say what I'm going to do next. And I talked about being on with Shane tomorrow on my channel. And I forgot to mention tonight. That'll never happen again. So I feel guilty.
Hey, Chance,
I'm on 5 hours and I'm, you go that long and then you forget something. That's crazy. It's like, you're
Chance.
talking too much.
Chance, I just wanted to apologize too. I was all ready to go on and everything, but I started hallucinating because of the fever, and I thought I did not need to go on your show going blah blah blah, but you guys blah, blah. I thought it'd be respectful.
What do you
And
have, Sarah?
thank you
What
for
do
your
you have?
service, Chrissy. Sincerely, have a great Memorial Day. If you have to remember someone that's no longer here that you served with, and 94 was a great year. Thank you for sharing that story about being the first woman to do that. Except for the Oklahoma City situation, that was only bad spot about 1994. Other than that, it was a good
Did
year.
you guys get the link that I dropped? Did you actually see the link that I dropped for the aircraft carrier so you could watch
Yes.
it later?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
So
where'd you
I was
drop
on
it?
that ship at that time.
Wow.
And you don't
You
have
can
to
watch it
watch the whole
backstage.
video. Don't
Where'd you
watch the
watch it,
whole
though?
video.
You can
I mean,
watch it
where'd you drop
backstage,
it?
know.
Where'd
Yeah.
you drop it?
Don't watch the whole video because it's only like the first 3 minutes that like you have to watch to see like the aircraft carrier come into view, and then the rest of it's actually about the yacht race. But yeah.
Okay.
So
Hey,
anyways,
thank you.
it was
You have the day
interesting.
off? You have the day off Monday, right?
I took Friday off as well.
Good for you. Nice.
deserve
So
it.
yesterday I was off.
Long weekend.
Right, Lobo?
Yep.
Yep. He's still there. See, it's like the kid in the back of the class. You're like, are you still paying attention?
Yeah, still there. Okay.
Are you working,
Sarah?
Lobo?
Yes, I
Yes.
am.
Yeah,
Lobo,
Lobo is our security guard, and he's there from Friday until Tuesday morning now because it's a 3-day weekend. Otherwise, he would be
Nice.
there Friday to Monday morning, but
Well,
because
thank
it's a
you for
holiday.
your service, Lobo.
Thank you, Lobo. And I hope you don't hate me about this little friendly Star Wars debate.
Oh, not at all. And I also dropped a link in your channel for what
not
I
even
saw.
gonna think
So if
about
you
it in
can
5
compare it
days.
to the beginning of your movie and let me know the difference.
Yes, sir. We'll do.
I'm
And
kind
then
of curious.
Jim
myself.
also said
Judge. We need
Jim
to
said he's going to
determine.
get his movie out as well. And
I'm
I'm going to
really
have to do
curious
some
'cause
research.
everywhere I look, it's talking about the silver leg in the original trilogy, and I never noticed it before. And I noticed stuff like
Okay,
that.
so when we get back next week, we all have homework to what we can find out about the silver leg, if it's true or not.
Yes,
We're
you
going to
do.
start the show with that.
I pass. I don't care.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to go. Sarah, did you say your goodbyes yet?
I stepped
No, I
on her
haven't.
toes.
You haven't? Okay. Let me move you over, Boo. There you go, sweetie.
All right. Okay, so I'm still just trying to move and stuff. So
What
it's
do you
it's
have? What
complicated
do you have?
mess.
Sarah?
What?
What are you sick
Do I
with?
have
What do you
what?
have? We have like
No,
strep throat or something?
I have a need to get my teeth fixed, and I saw some teeth that need to
Oh.
get fixed, but
So an abscess?
it's been one thing after another, and I'm gonna get
Yep.
there. So this happened like last year and the year before that, because It's got to get done. And then it reminds me it's got to get done. And I'm like, I know.
Sarah,
So
if you go to the dentist, you can get Highlight magazines. I'm not sure if you.
No, in my dentist's office, they don't have any of that stuff. Plus, I don't read, so it doesn't matter.
You steal them and then pass them along to me and Shane.
My dentist thinks I'm crazy though, because yeah, that's gonna be a little too adult for this channel. But anyways, my dentist thinks I'm crazy nonetheless. And someday you'll have to catch my lives and explain why.
Well, get your mail from your mom because I sent you some stuff, so there should be a package for you.
I will let her know tomorrow.
All right.
Our tomorrow, excuse me.
There's nothing offensive. She can open it if she wants to. There's nothing like super offensive.
If she opens it, I get lost.
Thank you, PDF, for the link.
Yeah, so next week I don't know what I'm going to do for my channel, so just keep watching and you'll see. Something will happen. Maybe.
Okay. Well, I hope you feel better.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. She's a sweetheart.
Yes. Buenas noches, everyone. Don't accept wooden nickels. So you know.
Do that and don't do that. There you go.
Yeah. Don't eat yellow snow. Don't eat yellow snow. All right. Bye, guys. This was fun. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye,
Jim. Bye, Lobo.
Bye.
Bye, chat.
Bye, Chance. Bye,
Later.
Martha. Bye,
Peace
guys.
out,
Good night, John Boy. Good night,
Thank
Sarah.
you, BB. Thank you so much.
Good night, Chance.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night.
Oh, man.